Go ahead. You try to see we live. You know. We gotta go with that. All right. Shalom. 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 Oh damn. What's going on? All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Great Muslim of Virginia, as always. To give you latest news, article, lessons through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, with the Hebrew Israelites. All right, to give you latest news, article, lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. As always, first and foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashem. We want to say double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well for teaching us the truth. And of course, say peace and blessings and salutation to Yakim out there that's putting his truth throughout the four corners of the earth. To the best of ability, scout the four corners of the earth. With that, I want to say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, man. So we are in the house of byways. Continue to edify and let the world know that things is changing up. You know what I'm saying? Times have changed. You know what I'm saying? The living style and everything is getting hectic. But as you can see, this devil is doing anything he can nonstop to fulfill his enterprise. Which the scriptures told us to, man. That's what we got to warn the people, to let them know that we're telling you that this society's come to an end, that this damn got the agenda to fill, man, because his time is up. Before we get started with the article, can we get Revelations 12 and 12? But we gotta call it a reader. Because again, we gotta understand that that's why the days are going by so fast, man. That's why the devils keep pushing the pressure points on, the Goyim, which are the nations, taking their money, taking their resources. People can't afford to live, people can't afford to pay their bills, and people living paycheck to paycheck. And as you can see, that homeless is basically the new norm, man. It's come to a point where the economy is going to crash, and then that's when this damn devil's going to implement this new system. You can go ahead.
This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down upon you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time."
And like, how did we tell? Hey, look what the scripture told you, man. Why do you think that the days are going by fast? The scripture says what in Matthew? Yahushua says, he said what? He said, what? Let's speed up the days for the elect's sake, man. And as you can see, man, the days going by fast. It's already February, what's the name? February 22nd, man. So we were at, close to March, which is what? We're heading to the near of the day of the Pesach, man. All right? That's what we're heading towards, man. So we know that when, once we hit the Pesach, hey, things are going to go down drastically, man. Prophecy is going to be at an all-time high, man. But we know that this devil got to, like I said before, he got an agenda that has to be filled. And this is one of the things that, he's doing. Going to the article which we're about to read.
We headed into the Lord's New Year. So when you go into new, it means refresh, rejuvenate. So that's when the Lord starts to, do whatever He has in His will, for that new year. That's why a lot of times things are happening around March, springtime, And I just seen recently that you got tensions with Iran. They're talking about wanting to enter into Iran. So, hey, Lord willing, this will be an exciting year. Because we're not trying to be here too much longer. So Lord willing, 2026 kicks up.
Yeah, just to add on, yeah, man, because like you said, man, we're tired of this place. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Because we understand we're in captivity, but us struggling, making ends meet from day to day, you know what I'm saying? We had enough, man. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, like I said, they're gonna bring us closer to the Lord because we know that this society's got to crash. We have to understand that. So, of course, we're gonna be a little bit partakers of it, but we're not gonna be partakers as we have the ratio of 2/3. You know what I'm saying? But again, for us to achieve the kingdom, this society has to fall. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand that, man. All right, but the point is just for us to keep that faith and that integrity. You know, like you said, we did the video yesterday. I was like, it's what having that faith that creativity is gonna, make us go through all the trials and tribulations, just like our forefathers did when they had their faith, man. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, because even if you got money, you're not happy. That's why you said this NFL star, he killed himself. And this stuff happens a lot, but it's like, okay, let's say you got a lot of money, you still can only live, you're still under boundaries and restrictions. The way the way you can raise your family. A woman can leave you and take half of your shit. You can have a woman, and then the scriptures teach you how you'll rather dwell with a raging dragon and lion than dwell with an evil woman. And a lot of these guys that got money, they're giving to wicked women, and these women are giving them hell in the household. Driving them crazy. You don't buy her this, she gonna act a damn fool. She gonna go out and cheat on you. She gonna do all this. You can have a lot of money, but if you don't have the wisdom of the scriptures that's spoken about in Proverbs, wisdom of Solomon, you're gonna live a very, very depressed life. So that's why we need to take it. Like even if a brother get money, okay, we got the wisdom, but what can we really do? We can't raise our children up in a righteous society. We can't travel how we really want to travel and maneuver how we really want to move because we're bound. We're prisoners of the Lord. So even if we do got a lot of money, we under restrictions still. So it's like, we got to get the kid. You give me $100 grand right now, what can I do? But buy extra food, make sure my bills are covered. I gotta serve the Lord, I'm gonna cover the Lord. I can't just travel how I want to travel. I can't raise kids within a righteous society. I can't have a multiple marriable women right now. I don't have land, I don't have resources, I'm still bound under Esau's law. He can lock me up at any moment. So whether you're poor or rich, you need to kill.
That's
that's a wise mindset to have to understand because a lot of you come from impoverished neighborhoods and your family ain't really nothing compared to this society. So you have that blind ambition. Hey, I'm gonna get it out the mud. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Not understanding them circles that you got to go in to for you to be exposed to that level of money and so forth. And being exposed to that level of money brings you into wickedness that you had no idea was really going on, and that you in order for you to get that money, you can consider even taking what's necessary to be around them people. You look at it like you the man. You see it a lot of time in music. They the man in their neighborhood and different things like that. They well known so and so and so. People know not to play with them in different things, but as soon as you go to Esau, you don't know nothing about no record labels. You don't know nothing about business deals. So you can get them 360, then you get hold. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, it's somehow, some way, Esau got a means to turning a man into a female. You know what I mean? So these tough guys with these personas and different things, they doing more egregious acts than they women would do. You know what I'm saying? Just for money.
If they don't do it, then they find themselves back in that hood. Right. But they respected the guys and like, damn, dude,
you fell off.
You thought you made it, brother.
Yeah, remember y'all
he didn't want to play the game. But those that do play the game, you find out that they end up leaving the hood, leaving their guys behind. They completely change. Like a lot of these guys completely change once they get exposed to what Esau. Hey man, once you see an infinity pool close up, hanging off a mountain at night. Esau takes these guys to certain events, day parties, like, and show them the light. Once you see that type of shit, it's like, you say you would to you up close with the shit. When Satan took Yahushua up and said, look, I'll give you all this. That's heavy. You can't just read that song. Yahushua, denial. Yes, we can deny. No, nigga, we would have failed for that. Right. We not Yahushua.
Yes,
if Satan would have took us up and showed us wrong and everything that came with it, we would have forsaken. All of us would have forsaken. Yes, Satan. Only Yahushua was able to, you know what I'm saying, withstand that trial. That was a heavy took him to the top of Rome. All this. Nothing to eat. Satan take you right now and show you the whole world, everything that's in it. And you looking at all these different nations. You
the women and all that stuff right there.
The throne seats, everything that you didn't even know existed.
And like you said, people obeying to everything you say. Come on, think about it, man. That's power.
you take it.
Yeah, you take it.
That's why we tell the Lord, don't give us too much of these little
I got it right here. Yeah, I got here. Let's see. Go ahead. Say what you want to say now.
Because if we get tempted to a certain extent, we'll be victim. We'll fall victim to certain things. A lot of things go. I want this woman. I want this amount of money. It might destroy you. Might destroy you.
Yeah.
You give a certain brother $1 million.
Yeah.
Will it make him a better man, or will it destroy him?
Yeah.
Some brothers, it may make him a better man. He may be a brother. I got $1 million. He's $10,000. But he handles it. Other bros might dip off.
No. Okay, let's say, for example, if you did get 10 grand, 10 grand, no, million, that ain't nothing. I'll keep 10 grand.
Yeah.
But the rest, he keep to himself.
Yeah.
And like I said, 10 grand ain't shit when you
But
make
just an example,
He didn't have to
he'll have
give
the
it.
mindset of giving those charity.
Yeah.
But you have a bro that's
We seen that before. You see what happened? Like you should win the lottery. Go. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I wanted to say, yeah, come on. Yeah, man. Right, this right here. This is 1 Timothy 6 and 8. And now let me start from verse 7. It says, "Well, we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out." So once you pass away, you think the money going with you? Solomon told you that himself. When you look at, I think the book of Ecclesiastes, the Proverbs, he said, "Vanity is vanity, all is vanity." You know, so he even said when he passed away, he don't know whether his son man be a wise man or a fool. And I've seen plenty of stories where, you know what I'm saying, you know, let's say mother been working 40, 50 years and, you ain't got your financial situation right, but your mom passed away and then she gave you maybe like 70 grand. The first thing Jake wanted, what did Jake always buy first thing he get money? There you go. He get that car. And I said, damn, that's crazy. When I heard it, they said first thing he bought, of course he passed away, but he gave him some money, you know what I'm saying? And then mom got, on the Sunday, like, why the fuck would you buy a car? And they took the car right back. You know what I'm saying? Because what Jake wasn't born with, like you said, wealth and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what? Like you said, even Esau, that's why you watch the video on YouTube. It's called what? What's it called? The Selling of the Negro. You know what I'm saying? Where Jake want to be recognized. It's a recognition brand deal. You know, let's say we get some cheap, Ajax. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, I don't want Ajax. I want to get Dawn. This is name brand. You know what I'm saying? That cost maybe like $8 more compared to Ajax. You know, because it's name brand shoes and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why I remember saying, but Jake buy, you know what I'm saying, 5,000 sneakers, when it's the same material as you get something maybe $100 sneakers.
that's durable. Like Jake don't have wisdom. Like he'll get a lot of money and buy more processed food instead of buying natural foods and making your own food that'll last longer and that's actually helpful for you. So he'll just fill the crib up with Oreos, Capri Suns for the kids. No wisdom. You can give a nigga, you can give a fool money, but you don't got wisdom. So he'll destroy himself. That's why you see these guys making out of the hood millions of dollars, go broke. It's a clip of Jim Jones. This nigga.
Yeah, I see.
This nigga, why you can't pay rent? Why you can't? These niggas make millions of dollars.
Yeah.
They said he finessed Kanye out of $2 million. Man. What you doing with all this money, man?
Yeah.
A fool will fucking they in the strip club literally these guys will go to the strip club every day of the week. 500 grand in a night.
Yeah.
Just to show. Because that pride, that ego, they want everybody looking at them.
Recognition? Yeah. Something to the people.
All the women going to his corner. I'm the king of this bitch.
Yeah.
500 that night. 500 the next night. That's like you just do $1 million in 2 nights.
Yeah.
That's what these clowns be doing.
That's wisdom. Yeah,
A
wisdom.
fool.
I saw
Because scripture says what? Was a scripture that says, let me see, a foolish man and money shall soon be departed. What's that about the paraphrase?
Let me do this.
Yeah, you get it. I forgot where the paraphrase says that. Foolish man and money shall soon be departed. That's why it never makes sense. Well, I mean, of course we know the scriptures, but that's why these people in social media they don't get why, you know what I'm saying? Why would a NFL guy, millions of dollars, get with a single mom or get with a woman that's 40-year-old, meanwhile he can get any woman he wants? Why is it got to be that 40-year-old woman that already has a kid that's the same age as you, and you know what I'm saying, you over here marrying a stripper, just like Travis and all that, you know what I'm saying? Just because they got money don't mean they smart.
Yeah, before they had that money, they didn't, a ESOL school, they don't teach you financial literacy. They don't teach you what type of people to stay. There's no elders that's governing governing over them. You know what I mean? The fathers are already out the households and so forth. And then the fathers, 9 out of 10, our fathers and uncles and all that, they don't have no, you might, in a family, you might have one or two individuals you know what I'm saying, that know how to deal with money. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know, you grow up and realize that your uncles and your aunts and all of this, they weren't the brightest when it came to finances either. You know what I'm saying? They still dealing with situations that they've been dealing with their whole
They're
life.
playing the lottery every goddamn day, 7 But yeah, let me read this. This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 20. It says, there is a treasure to be desired, and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it all. Soon you get a check. OnlyFans. I've been waiting to subscribe to you, son.
Yeah, facts.
Boss up. I'm finna boss up. I got 200 for you.
Yeah.
Pop that ass over there.
Yeah.
And then after he spit it,
Yeah.
after he get his nut on, but
Plus that clarity.
that's a foolish mentality.
Yeah.
But we can fall victim to these things, you know, adhere to the wisdom in Proverbs, to the wisdom in Sirach, to the wisdom in women. That's what keeps, that's our standard, that's our teaching. Because a lot of us didn't have fathers. And also to your point, the fathers that have taught us, yes, the older apostles of great millstone, but even they can only teach you what they've been taught. You have to listen and apply it to your life. That's how wisdom takes it.
God, that's a saying, you know what I'm saying? A smart man learns from his mistake, but a wise man hears from other people's mistakes.
There you go.
And sometimes, though, you do have to experience it for us, you know, I mean, like you said. You know, sometimes we have to get a heartbreak sometimes. We may have to go through certain things. But what? Like you said, take from it and learn from it. Okay, now I know not to make this mistake again, you know? Now, okay, like you said before, go to strip clubs. Man, I feel bad, man. I wasted $100. Now, next time I won't go to the strip club no more. You know, you gotta ask yourself, what am I getting out of going to the strip club? You know, let's say all they doing is dancing, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I can just go somewhere else and buy something or, you know what I'm saying, invest in something, you know, to put in my savings account.
You know, a fool will continue to do it.
Yeah,
you know, it's just like if you get your heart, every man should get his heart broke so you'll know how to deal with women. You know, if you have never had your heart broke, you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. Because the scriptures tell you that all wickedness is little wickedness to the wickedness of a woman. You can't trust a woman, regardless of what they tell you. You know, but if you get your heart broken by a woman, you keep allowing women to trample over you, you're a fool. Because you're doing the same thing over and over. It's supposed to, like mothers I just said, these things are supposed to build you up, make you stronger. You know, not make you weaker and weaker till you become just an empty vessel. Just following after carnal pleasures. Desires.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, speaking on the lottery and what brothers is bringing out, I just watched the video a few days ago. Esau did an experiment, gave a random homeless Jake $1 million. Recorded his life and everything. And they knew he was going to, you know, fuck it up. But they literally gave him $1 million. And, you know, when people found out about it, man, he got him a girlfriend. He said, I always wanted a girl. You know what I mean? Got him to get Big Shirley. You know what I mean? Got him a girlfriend. People that, you know, that ain't fuck with him forever, coming around and he buy hotel rooms and cribs and all of this.
A rich man may have what? A rich man have video.
You helping.
He had his money for less than a year, man. Everything and everybody, that $1 million gone, and he right back on the streets.
Damn.
You know, living in cardboard boxes and all of that.
Yeah, that nigga Dave he was on a podcast and he said when he made it as a rapper, he said he started finding out so many cousins he never knew he had. Like, his mama started inviting. He's like, I didn't know these people, mom. Like, you know these people. Where all these cousins come from? But like you said, when a rich man, niggas get out the woodwork. I'm your second cousin on your daddy's side, like mama said. Because the scriptures tell us who is your brother, sister, your mother.
Yeah.
Those that are doing the work of the Lord. Because family is not, you have relatives by the flesh, but your family there has to be a bond there. There has to be a unity. It's like the brotherhood. We grow. It's a relationship that's being watered. You know, throughout the years, it's getting better. It's getting better. We have trial. We have error. We have disagreements. We have, you know, like it's a family. But you're working on it. You're growing in it. Your family, well, you ain't really building that bond with them no more because you like the unity. They're still your relatives by blood. You know, you can still coexist with them. They may do favors for you. You may do favors with them just because they're your relatives. But even the Lord said, look, when he's on the cross, woman, take hold of your son. And she went looking for young Yahushua. He said, did you not know I was about my father's people? Don't come looking for me. He only had 2 brothers that followed him in the faith. His other brothers didn't follow. You think he considered them his family? The other 2 brothers?
That's why they wasn't mentioned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when we level up, brother might have spiritual power. You repented. You believe upon Yahweh Shah. I can't heal you if you don't believe upon Yahweh Shah. But you got spiritual power. How you fucking auntie? Do you believe upon Yahweh Shah? You give me your lecture, and you will be able to tell if they sincere. We got spiritual power. So unless you believe upon my power, I can't heal you no damn well. Because the Lord is through the Lord.
Yeah.
So you have to fuck over. My family is those that believe. And that's the sad part of the ministry. Because yes, you're going to love your mother, you're going to love your siblings, that love is going to be there. Because you grew up around them. But when you come into this ministry, shit, you grow up around brothers more than you did your brothers. Because you've been through more hard situations. You're on these highways and byways fighting on people that really threaten your life. I ain't never been in no situation like that with my uncle. I had to stand toe-to-toe with bros, against people that want to kill you. Take you off this earth. You know what I'm saying? That's a different level of bond that you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? Your family wouldn't be able to do that shit with you. Somebody got a gun, threaten you with a gun or threaten to beat you up, or you actually gotta fight. You know? And even if your mom might, give her life for you at the end of the day, it's different because if she don't believe upon the power that you believe, her fate is sealed. Because the Lord, He's not going to deal with that. He's not going to accept nobody not believing upon Him and Savior. That's how it is. Now, He may preserve your mother for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? He may preserve your siblings just to, for your sake. But eventually, He will get rid of them. And you got to accept that reality. He might preserve them all the way up to Jacob's trouble. He might preserve them a little through Jacob's trouble. But eventually, He will take you away from them. Or to take them away from you. That's just the reality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Unless they believe. Ain't no non-believers getting on no cherry. That's not how it works.
Like you said, that's why Scripture says, "But His ways are higher than your ways." You know what I'm saying? There's no lower start. You can't know the lower starts. All nigga do is pray mercy, like you said. Like I said, at least he can, it's up to him. Like that's the thing he can probably do, like you said, but preserve him. That's that's someone Muslim will enough. They would give him a peaceful death.
Like the woman you're dealing with, that might be your way of getting your rocks off. The Lord know you got needs as a man. He gave you them needs. He gave you testosterone. He gave you the sperm. He gave it to you, so He knows that you need a woman. So He preserving your woman. You know what I'm saying? But if that woman act up when it's time for us to get the fuck up out of here, what you think He gonna do to that woman? Same thing He did to Ezekiel's wife. And told Ezekiel, go out and nigga. That was his wife. We don't even have no wife. We don't even have a righteous woman. That was a righteous woman. He took her out and said, go preach the next day. That's the harsh reality of being a prisoner of the Lord. At any moment in time, He can take away what you cherish most, just to see how much you value Him. And if you don't live your life like that, you're going to fall victim. And you're going to forsake the Lord. You will forsake the Lord if you have anything you value as at equal level. It don't even have to be above, equal level with them. You value your siblings at equal level. You value a brother at an equal level. If you value your money, your job, anything at an equal level with the Lord, He's going to eventually test you with that.
So like I say, He can give it to you, and He can take it away.
You can't serve two masters.
I got a precept with that, brother. This is Mark chapter 10, verse 29. It says, and Yahweh Shah answered and said, verily I say unto you, there is no man that have left house or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my sake and the gospels, but he shall receive an hundredfold in this time houses and brethren and sisters and mothers and children and lands with persecutions, and in the world to come eternal life.
In the world to come, so that's the inheritance we're waiting for. You
gotta believe that.
Yeah, we have little things. Really, we ain't forsook much yet, but they're all things we have forsook. Like this, our weekends, totally, gone because we work and did, So that's something. That's a little thing you can say in the world, okay? Because people value their weekend, 9 to 5, you know. But that's light in the Lord, in the eyes of the Lord. You may forsook, you know, being around certain people in the world, you know, forsook going to different places, whatever. You, as soon as you come into this ministry, you put off certain desires that you have that may affect your growth, you know, your walk with the Lord. You know, and as time progresses, you're gonna have to forsake more and more. That's why the scriptures speak about that great test, you know, denying the flesh, the aroma, you know, your stomach growling and you ain't got no food to eat, and the only way to eat is allegiance with the system. People are gonna take that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah, I mean, it's common knowledge they're gonna take. I mean, it's obvious. You can tell. Like, that's why least call them going for cattle for a reason, like you said. Look at them now. Like, so they eat all types of chemicals inside the grocery store.
Fish sandwich,
gluttony,
corn dog.
You know what I'm saying?
12-foot long dog. Like, it's delicacies that people take for granted. Like, people in other countries do not eat like that.
No, they don't.
I see a fat nigga at the, I think it was at the baseball game. Yeah. 12-foot long shit on It's just like, you take this stuff away from these people, they gonna become monsters.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts.
Trying to eat you.
Yeah.
You gonna fight these niggas off, man. They'll literally eat your ass, man. And that's the times that we're coming into, because right now, brothers, we are practicing forsaking our flesh. All right, we're becoming stoic men. So with certain desires, of course, we succumb to certain desires. We're not gonna be perfect, but we try to challenge ourselves. Okay, let me stay away from this. You know, like certain bros may have had a problem because of how filthy this world is. They may have had a strong addiction to porn. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I was in middle school, I used to watch, man, what? DVDs, Pinky, and fucking Cherry, all the shit that you plug it in with your homeboy. Oh, shit,
man.
You plug, you know, you got to press the play button, you certain scene, you know, and that shit, it breeds addiction, it breeds, you know, your mind is
because the oxytocin and the dopamine, because it feels good, you know, so much.
When I was young, that shit was a baller, bro. You know, I dealt with that even like my early years into the truth, because I came as a very young man in the truth. I dealt with that like even in my early 20s, bro, as in the truth. You know what I'm saying? But practicing the scriptures, bro, now that shit don't even, I can't look like, but that takes time. You know, that's why I tell a brother that do deal with certain shit like that, like, I know it's possible for you to break out of that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to apply yourself. You can't just, you know, not work at it. And that comes with any desire or lustful things you deal with. Yeah. You have to apply yourself.
Many are the affliction of the righteous, but the hour will deliver us out of them all. Infirmities, whatever, you know, plagues on
alcohol. Certain bros a lot of bros have a serious problem with alcohol consumption. You know, they use that as a stress reliever, and it affects their lives in a lot of different ways. They offend bros sometimes. They put themselves in worse situations. You know, that's something you have to deny. You have to work on. Okay, let me not drink this day. Let me work my way up to. And one day you'll wake up, you don't even need it. That's how it happens. Consistency. You know, but if you just keep relying upon it as a crutch, you'll never be able to break away from it. And the Lord, part of the reason we're still here in this captivity is the Lord wants us to apply these things while we're in captivity. Apply ourselves. Before we get beamed up, let's work, work on the things that we fall short on. You know. Don't just sit in captivity and cry for the how it shall to come back. Work on yourself. You know, when you go into the history of princes waiting on an inheritance, before they got the throne, they will work on certain things before they get the throne. The prince will have to read on certain things, martial arts of history, men before him that ruled, how to abstain from certain lusts. He wouldn't be able to go out and hang with his friends at the haunted houses. As a prince, he would be inside the king's quarters, you know, working on himself before he gets to the throne. So as princes waiting on an inheritance, we have to practice abstinence from certain things. Are we always going to be completely absent? No. But you have to work on it. You have to.
Like you said, it shouldn't be a crutch all the time.
It should not be a crutch. Your crutch should be what? Thy rod and thy staff come from me. The staff is what the word. The crutch is the word. Anything else that you're using as a crutch, you're going off. Women, alcohol, porn, food, your gluttony, whatever. Anything else you're using as a crutch, you're going off.
Yeah, just to back you up, because all that stuff is just temporary. Like I said, it's gonna make you feel bad at a particular moment. Once you feel the flesh, now you just go back to being miserable.
You still feel empty.
You still feel
Still
empty.
feel
All you did was just fulfill that moment. That's what it is. That's why it's just I want to feel good at the moment.
Like Holly Berry said in Lost about.
I just want to make
Yeah, she got on top of Bobby Thornton. You know, that was a humiliation ritual, but yeah, like, you want to feel good in the moment. Just like a drug addict, a person addicted to crack. You know, the crack epidemic hit the inner cities of Drake. They just wanted that high. They was chasing that first high that they could never get again. That first high was like a euphoric state.
Feel with your brain.
It's like the first time you bust a nut.
Yeah.
That first, you never feel that first nut again how you first feel. You're like, what the fuck is this? God damn! That was your before. You chasing that first nut. It ain't gonna never feel like the first nut. You may get some good pussy, you're like, man, that feels good. But it ain't gonna never feel like the first time you bust that nut as a young man. You're like, God damn, what is this?
Yep.
You just playing with your shit, it just came out. You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's why Jake is over sexualized, you know what I'm saying? That's why, again, you know what I mean? That's why Jake is over sexualized. I think Jake wants to talk about money, sex, in the music, that's what he talking about.
It's like gambling. When you hit, when you hit big, now you chasing that, man. No, I hit for 15 minutes. It's possible. And that's it. Every day. And he losing. No, I can win again.
Yeah,
Nigga,
facts.
you in debt.
Yeah, facts. That's why, again, you know, like I said, we're gonna go back to what's going, but again, that's why sports is fucked up now. Because what they put gambling into now. You know what I'm saying? He think, oh, yeah, he gotta hit that 50 parlay. Next, you know, he do something stupid when everybody knows, like, but why, like, bro, why would you do? Well, why would you go do football? All you had to do was kick a field goal. You know what I'm saying? Just like this part, because we know that, could be, again, with the Super Bowl, we know that was played somewhat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well, you have to think, billion-dollar businesses are not going to allow you to gamble and not affect it. Like,
facts.
That's why they have referees to control the environment. That's why they have multiple coaches on the sideline to decide who gets in the game at certain points. They're checking on it. They got people in the skyboxes monitoring the certain numbers and certain guys. He got 15 points. He need 20 for them to catch. How many people betted on how many millions of people betted on him to get 20?
20 got 20,000.
Take him out.
Oh shit, he got a limp.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
No, for real.
He's a billion-dollar corporation. They are not about to allow you people to just be catching a trend and banking off of these guys.
That's
not how it
in the
works.
casinos too.
Yeah. Like you said, if you want to too much to the casino, what are they gonna do? They're gonna kick you out. They're gonna ban you.
And when they keep you chasing that high, they keep you chasing that. Go to the Portsmouth Casino. You will go there every day. I bet you'll see some of the same people. Just go there just to do an experiment. Let me see how many people I see here. The same people. Monday. Okay, he was here. Let me come back to it. Okay, let me come back. This nigga was here Monday, Tuesday. Okay, let me come back. You gonna see it. You gonna see it.
And like you said, people will actually be stupid enough to put their rent money on the line.
Bro, you know my job. I can't tell you how many of those casino things I'll be delivering. How many people have signed up for that shit?
I can see it.
I'm like, what you fuck? It's an addiction. And it shows you like, wow, the scriptures come to life.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. The Lord talks about all these things, how like men are subject to these things. We're vain in nature. We're vain in nature. The stuff we want is so fucking vain because we're in the flesh. The angels don't have to deal with this. But us in this flesh, we hungry. We see something sweet.
Craving.
Peace like nature. The song's dripping off her. That's us in our nature.
Shop by.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what do you do?
Exactly. Or you got the gaming community, right? You got people are calling geeks and nerds or whatever, but they get a high off the social camaraderie. So they'll log into these games and they're playing these certain roles and they're on the mic. Hey Billy, hey Ashley. it's like a social thing that gives them what they need that they ain't getting in the real world.
Yeah, facts.
So they all join in the virtual reality.
Reddit just put all that.
Exactly.
No, bro, they
Everybody
out there.
has their addiction.
Grow up and act like babies. I'm like, you know what? It makes my computer like, you know, I like what I like. You know? Oh, I just come to find out there's this new game, whatever, about a robot and a little girl, basically. She a robot, but, you know, but it's sort of disgusting. They said that, you know, basically how, you know, Reddit, they get this little girl, you know, such, you know, with like, you know, childlike, not, you know, just doing disgustful things, but it's like a Reddit community. And
Pedophilia?
yeah, something like that. Get close to that. But basically, it's like you said, it's a video game. It's based on a robot little girl. But they're saying that, oh, she's not a kid. But that's not the point. The point is that she looks like a little girl. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, again, it's a deranged mindset. Oh, she's not real. But that's not the point. They're going to show you the degenerate mindset you have.
You're getting off to an AI little girl.
Yeah, robot.
And that's a big thing too. Like
you said, yeah,
I
great.
actually used a couple days ago.
justify
I used the AI thing to create. And this shit is witchcraft, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling the AI I want the dude to look like this. I want the background to look like this. Now take off his modern day clothes and put on ancient clothes. Nah, make his fro bigger, make his beard bigger. It's doing all of this. And like, I'm like, what in the fuck? So you have guys.
The Rams were just so high.
You have guys that are doing that. They're like, make me a young 8-year-old.
Facts.
Put her in a thong. This is Esau in the crib.
Yeah.
Right now with AI. Put her in a thong. Give her a pacifier. Sick world, man.
Nah, for real. Yeah,
Sick-
no, for
sick
real.
fucking world.
I know, that's what I was talking about. Like
That
you said,
AI
got
shit.
those-
People ain't leaving the crib because of this AI. Bro, when I tell you I took that Lyft, that Uber, and I thought the guy was on the phone, but he's an author, but he was writing the book by using AI.
Yeah.
He said, no, remember I told you that and it's crazy because he was talking about spiritual powers. His characters have God-like thought like that. But he said, remember I told you? No. For them to get to this point, he has to transform from his mortal state to his immortal state. But that's going to take a couple of years. So the verse, and I look, and he's talking to the AI, and the AI is giving him the storylines, the chapters. And he's going back and forth with the AI making his book. I'm like, we are living in a very, very. It's amazing, but it's like,
scary.
wow.
It's scary. It's both, like you said, you can use eye in the right way. The right hand, also in the left hand.
And the left hand.
See, it's a balance.
Use it. I advise brothers to use it for the scriptures. Use it for your study. You know, use it to help you with lessons. Right? You know, there's the balance. That's the balance in everything that the Lord gives us. Light and darkness and everything. Yes, AI is used for witchcraft and sorcery, but it also can be used for racism.
It all depends on how you use it. That's all it is, basically. Like I said, AI got some good stuff like Google and all that stuff. You tell them, hey, listen to me. What jobs are available, what jobs can I use, you know what I'm saying, the trust and you get, you know what I'm saying, give you some good info, like damn, like contracts, like damn. Like you said, it all depends.
If a brother like making music, if you can't
It'll tell you
sing,
lost. It'll tell you lost.
you can't sing, that should have turned you into a fucking award-winning singer, bro. You might be good at writing songs, but you can't sing. That might be a pastime for a brother. Just get on the AI, pay a little subscription, and make it your pastime, make your little album. You know what I'm saying about the Lord. You like writing? I used to actually like writing as a kid, writing books. I used to like reading. I used to go to the library every weekend and rent out books. I used to have a big collection. I love reading. So for those that like, you might like writing, write a book. Be your pastime. Be productive with it. Don't just, use it for dumb shit. Shit like that, like you said, they looking at fucking AI baby.
God.
The point of being y'all should all apprentices is to be productive within our captivity. One video I seen recently is a guy said we need to stop calling what we went through and going through slavery. Slavery has happened in every nation. What we are currently still going through is not just slavery. This is brutal captivity. All right? Butt breaking was involved. Nationalities was taken away. Languages was forced upon us. Heritage was taken away. Homosexuality was put upon us. Women was taken away from us. Orgies was put on us. Experiments was put on us. Torture was put on us. Torture experiments. How long can we endure certain amounts of pain? till this day, we're still under the hand of the same nation that did it to us, which has never happened on the face of the earth. There's now been one nation that has been brought into captivity under another nation, and is still under the decrees of the same nation hundreds of years later. You know what I'm saying? That is different.
Yeah, it's different.
You know, I don't care where you go, what country you go to. You're an American citizen. You don't go into no other country unless you have that American passport. You know how America got their power? From Great Britain. You know who gave these Edomites the decree to go get us from the shores of America and come over here and fuck with Gad and set up Plymouth Rock and make the 13 colonies through Virginia, through New England? Great Britain. So you, that passport, that license you have, it almost goes back to Egypt. So right now, we're still under the hands of the people that did all these little things to us. So for someone to say we're free, that is a spit in the face of not just our ancestors, but it's spit in the face of us. You literally just spat in my face.
Yeah, that's a beautiful point because two videos I saw was an Edomite. The first one, the Edomite was saying that he now acknowledges that he's a quote unquote slave because of everything you just said. You know, they don't have it where they can just, you know, he got to go to work too. You know what I mean? He got to pay the same bills and all that shit that we got to pay and so forth. So they're starting to acknowledge the fact that they are slaves. You know, which is, you know what I mean? Hey, y'all are lower level. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are slaves, but y'all ain't in captivity.
Right.
It's a difference. You're slaves because your nation has you subject under their monopoly system. Cool. That's a form of slavery. But we're captives.
Wow.
We're bonded. We're in literal bondage. You have a group called the FBAs that are literally still trying to get reparations for 40 acres of a mule. That shows you we're in bondage. So no nation can compare to what we've gone through. You Asians ain't under captivity under no other nation. You Israelites, you Iranians, y'all ain't in captivity under no other nation. Y'all got the oil business. Get the fuck away from us, man. We can't go nowhere without this American passport, and that's if you're able to get it.
The second video, they prove a point, you know, speaking, you know, understanding that we are prisoners of war. Ghana, for the past few years, they, you know, had certain political figures or certain individuals getting on the microphone and, you know, making videos, apologizing to Jake, you know, for the transatlantic slave trade, for their for their assistance with you know what I'm saying, getting this from gathering this from Ghana and so forth. Yeah, and assisting, you know, doing their part in bringing us over here. So what they're doing is they want Jake to come from America and you know, Ghana gonna give them land and all that type of shit to be over there. It's all bullshit because you know they know America, you know, Jake got ways of getting money. You know, the average Jake that's gonna go over there or do any type of travel, he not gonna be just a regular bum. You know what I mean? It's an economy booster. Exactly. So Jake gonna go over there. He gonna have a little bit of bread in his pocket, and then whatever that bread is, gonna transfer the currency, like you said, the economy booster.
Yeah, I mean, they know this. That's why we're still here. Like you said, listen, would it take all of us, all Jakes, away from America to other countries? Like I said, America will collapse within a week. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Again, who's doing all these low-end job labor? Nobody's gonna work them. At least they don't work them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, some of these, like you said, Jake is a form of all things, and it's the salt of the earth. Like you said, I ain't gonna lie. The FBA, the Fond of Black Association, I forgot what it's called. You know what I'm saying? Them, you know what I'm saying? Jake created a lot of things, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you see. Jake worked on, like I said, everything, man. Like you said, the refrigerator, you know, the toilet. Jake created the toilet. Did you see what, you know, he was using, you know, before Jake created the toilet? He had to go inside the little farm thing where he could catch all diseases.
Yeah, like
you know
they hit on Spartacus.
Yeah, that stuff. You know how Rome was a little thing in there, and then it was disgusting. I said, it was nasty.
Even today they don't wipe their ass.
Yeah, but back then it was much worse. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, Rome was all this, but when you look at the history of Rome, I'm like, it was very
I was watching the new Game of Thrones trilogy, Night of Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Nigga took a shit. That's how they put it there, right? You know?
Yeah.
But going back to the independence thing, like Africa, right? Now, we know Spain and France, they had a lot of ownership in Africa.
Yeah,
But now a lot of African countries are independent. So look at the state of them. Straight up poverty. Straight up poverty. So they'll say, oh, we over here in Africa, but we're not under Esau. We're not under Esau. Yeah, but you're in poverty. And y'all trying to come over here to get out of poverty. So it's either you be in captivity under E, or you be in complete poverty, like Haiti and Africa.
Yes, sir.
There's no out.
Yeah, God, there's no.
You ain't gonna find no Jakes independent thriving.
No, you're not.
Haiti wanted their independence.
You see what
Poverty.
happened? Yeah, you see that.
You African nations that wanted independence from Spain and France. Poverty. They stripped everything. We are now you get your babies belly out here, flies in your face.
You funny. Yeah, you funny.
You through.
Yeah.
So either you're gonna be Catholic, or be in complete poverty.
They're going to show you what Job 9:24, like you said. Ham already had his rulership doing, like you said, during the time of Egypt. They had money. You know, that was their time. After that, you lost it.
There's no escaping the curses. There's dirt. Okay, then you're not gonna be independent and thrive. They're not allowing that, man. The Lord, matter of fact, fuck you. The Lord not allowing it. It's the curses.
Yeah.
You want to break independent? Cool. But you won't be dirt poor according to the curses.
Yeah.
Because the curses say what? You should go to your enemy for the Lord of all things.
First thou shalt be
If you don't want to go to him, you ain't gonna have shit.
Yeah, for real.
That's the Lord. Figure out what's yours.
First thou be in Zero. First thou be that bastard.
Yeah.
First thou shall in the house. First thou shall be in the field.
Master, my check. Yeah. You said every 2 weeks, Master.
That's literally what we do.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks, man. My check ain't here.
Yeah.
Brother, I mean, not you, okay, but you like, yo, where my check?
Where my check? You supposed to be my check. My check.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I go through that now. Actually, a lot of Jake, because you know this company, whatever, company, whatever. Then a lot of people, so we can get paid for weeks. And some people who still waiting for their paycheck. Yeah, they're fighting for that. Yeah.
Even though it's like we just got a thing.
That's
A
supposed to be
lot of
my
us
money.
about to go on strike for raises because the workload ain't matching no.
Master.
That's the curses. But we understand these things. The people in the world, they drive them crazy. They start to crash out. They go into the job. I'm going to kill some people. I'm going to kill myself. But we understand why we go through these things. And that's the gift. That's the blessing that we can't take for granted. Because it keeps us from crashing out. It's the curses. Transgression against our power. And we have hope of something coming after this. Jake don't realize there's something more after this. They think this is it. So they're going to rob, steal, cheat, kill, whatever they got to do to get ahead in this life. But we know, nah, man, there's something after this, and you need to live your life accordingly to prepare for what's coming after this. Because the earth abideth forever. The rulerships change, the ages change. So the next age, you want to make sure you're in a good position, brother. Because the age to come is for eternity. You want to make sure you're not out here robbing, cheating, stealing, killing, just to get ahead for now. Because when eternity comes, you want to make sure you set for eternity. Because there is no redos. Fuck living here for 70 years and you did all this wicked shit.
They even make it within the 70
all
years.
these old ass niggas that was wicked. Now they mad at everybody. Because they about to see the light. And they lost. Some of them going to church trying to find answers. Nigga, you done.
They still go to strip clubs and say something like that. I seen that. I remember I seen the old Jake and said sound of the club lounges. I'm like, Jake, what are you doing here, man?
We have the answers, man. We have the answers. We know what's coming. So even if we gotta see the Lord now, guess what? We know. That's gonna be a blink of an eye. You ain't gonna be up there. Let's say a brother was a pastor right now. You only gonna be there for a few seconds. I'm dead ass serious.
I know,
even if we had 10 years left on this current age, if you was to pass right now and go see the Lord, you would be there for a few seconds before you come back. And that brings us comfort. You can't lose in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose in the Lord. So you need to be working and storing your riches up in heaven, man.
I got that here. It's Matthew 6, starting verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. for where your treasure
Yeah,
is.
when we've been laboring, shit, we all been like, when we first started on this highway, we've been stacking up. Just picture, and you got to keep going though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck about, it ain't about, what you perceive as in the flesh, as how a brother may perceive you, how men no. Make sure you serving the Lord, because that's where your lot is at. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you cash out, man. When it's time to, because when he comes back, he's bringing your reward. He said, Scripture say his reward is with him. Your reward is with him. You know, everything that you labor for, all the sacrifices you made, the abstinence you practice, putting yourself on, your old man off, denying your fleshly desires, all that matters, man. And when he come back in the fellowship, he gonna have your reward. It's gonna be worth it. Fuck the now, this is irrelevant, man. We can get through this, man. We can get through this temporary period of fun. Like I always reference the Thor movie. He had to go through being cast down. His father cat took everything. That scene, I love that scene because he literally took all his shit. You're not worthy of this. Start taking off all his armor, strip him. He like, Loki like, he's stripping everything. And Thor was like, what's happening to me? Took his hammer, punched that shit, and sent him to Earth. And then you see him in the cafe all depressed amongst the humans. Mortal. He's been immortalized. I love that fucking movie. He's been cast from a heavenly state to the earth. And he's literally depressed the whole first half of the movie. Can't nobody talk to this nigga. That's literally what happened to us. The Lord said, give me this. Read Ezekiel. I decked you in this. I put you in that. I cleaned you on. I took you from a heathen state, made you warrior. Give me this. Give me that. Give me that. Cast you off amongst them nations that you love so much. Threw us out of the house. And now we in the cafe. All this fucking human coffee.
You should be as gods, but what?
You should die like this. I want this human food. Fucking God.
The chains of darkness. That's what we're talking about. The chains of darkness. You got it. No, you can't do shit.
And some jakes don't want to accept it. They still don't know how we gods. Nigga, you in captivity, nigga. Sell your shit. We gods. It makes some shit shake. You in God. It makes some shit shake. Oh my God. Kiss my boot. You can't tell nigga trying to make it happen now and shit. We gotta go through this. We gotta go through the humiliation process. We are literal gods, man.
Before that, as a good says, what? Before that be exalted, that's your what?
Be a base.
Be a base.
That's why you'll see glimpses, Michael Jordan, from the fucking free throw line. But you still see the man in him too. He caught rubbing on little Edomite booties. That shows you we fall into a state. There's glimpses of us in the greatness of what we are, but that carnal man and what we've been cast into, these chains of thought.
Like I said, Mike Tyson, one of the greatest, but look at him now, man.
Fucking freak.
You know what I'm saying? Put a little thong on, you know what I'm saying? He's 70 years old, trying to fight somebody, you know that.
But was knocking niggas out first minutes of the fight. You gods, but you should die like men. You should be brought in these chains of darkness. The scriptures say, consider yourselves how low in stature you are compared to the men before you. So, man, the scripture said we don't even know what we're going to be for. But we should see the Lord as he is, and we should meet him in the air. We about to become something so mind-boggling that it's gonna, shock the world. Because we can watch these shows and look at these movies, read comic books, but no one's ever seen what a God looks like.
That's true.
No one's ever seen the spiritual, but we don't know what that looks like, man.
That's why people always dress up when cosplaying all this stuff, pretend to be superheroes. Like Spider-Man, you see them all the time dressing up. You know what I'm saying? They wish they can. Like you say, remember a few years ago or a couple years ago, you saw about somebody with actually that was Batman.
They love it. They obsessed with it. That's why Jake gravitated to Black Panther so much in Wakanda, because they felt like, imagine if we had something like this. And they even had the chariots in that shit. Yeah, Esau driving the fucking chariot, fucking blasphemy. Esau, he in Wakanda. He into the port of Wakanda. The chariot. I'm helping y'all, Jake. Fuck out of here, man. That nigga ain't gonna. It's impossible for Edomite to get in a chariot, man. But yeah, man, that type of stuff, we gravitate towards it because it's in us. We know that's the flash, and they got to run faster than the speed of light. That's us. We do it now. We out running them in all the Olympics. You don't even see the niggas, but they still on the second lap. He finished the race. You know, in our weak state.
Yeah.
You know, they lucky we don't like ice skating and fucking ice hockey. Because
But I
if
forgot her
we really
name.
got
too,
in there.
huh? But
we don't eat 'em
I forgot her name. The famous Jake, the lady, you know, that did the backflip.
Oh yeah.
You know, she didn't win, but what did she do though? But everybody remembers her.
Everybody remember her, bro.
Who remembers the Edomite lady that got the gold? Nobody remember her.
Yeah.
But you remember her.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's why she did it for a reason.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, right now you have the American. She wasn't born in America. She's a immigrant. She may be a speckled bird, but she just won the gold medal in ice skating. The way she skates, everybody like, damn, she got flavor with her shit. Like she doing all this extra shit in between. You're like, damn, she's so effort. I think she a Jake, cause she got she coming in there with like the different color hair. She's young with it. She's like, yeah, in between her shit. But she looked like an Edomite, but it ain't giving Edomite.
Right,
you know, in between her flips and shit, she dancing. And, you know, it's like, nah, that's Jake though. Like, we come in and shit, and we NASCAR. We wanted to really, really get in the type of shit. You know, we take over.
They'll hurt Edomites. They'll hurt Edomites. You know what I'm saying? That's one of their last strong.
You gotta think, the basketball. Basketball league started with they saw a dad playing, and then they made it a league. And they was. And Jake was like, let me see this ball. Bro. Jake get a Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, 100 points.
They had to make rules for Jake, you know what I'm saying, because they were dominating so badly. Oh, yeah, hockey.
Harlem Globetrotters. We started spinning shit on the fucking. These niggas, man. These niggas. What the fuck can they not do?
Yeah, the hockey, Jake created that. I said, damn.
Yeah, so, you know.
That's crazy.
Soccer,
Jake
Jake, Northern Kingdom run soccer. Can't nobody fuck with Northern Kingdom in soccer, man. You know? But yeah, man, this is us in a low state. So imagine us in the kingdom. God, what we gonna be as gods. The type of lands we gonna create, the type of kingdoms we gonna have, the type of things that's just gonna exist in our full potential. That's what we're waiting for. That's the great inheritance as Jake. That's why I always say the Bible, you know, and I've made it a habit of saying this, the Bible is not just a book, it's our family heirloom. I made a lesson with Zariella like 2 years ago about it. It's a family heirloom that's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. The nations broke into our house when we were cast into captivity, stole our family heirloom, and started sharing it amongst themselves. That's where you get Christianity, Catholicism, being the Baptists. They made their own religions based off our family heirloom. It has nothing to do with them. All the scriptures, Daniel, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, those are Israelites. The whole book is about Israelites and their power. It's a family heirloom. This is like if you got a fucking picture that was passed down throughout generation to generation, and your family, something happens to your family, and y'all get cast out of your house. Somebody goes into your house and takes that picture. Ooh, I like this, and then they spread it amongst everybody else. Just because they accept it, don't mean that picture's for them. You know? But we worship this picture too. You know me, you know not what you worship. For salvation is of the Jews. This was passed down throughout my family. Give me my goddamn picture back, bitch. We home now. We back home, bitch. We know who we are now. The Lord tapped into our penile gland. You can't fool us no more. You can't put little shit in good times when we was in our darkness and have JJ say, if anybody was lost, we're it. Mama, the Bible say his hair was like wool. See, Jake was that was the dark pit. Jake ain't really woken up yet, so he was able to throw little shit in the Hollywood. Now you throw shit, you can't do it now. You can't do it because Jake was like, why you marking us, bro? We know who we are. You know, he can't do it now. We done woke up. You know, your biggest nightmare came to fruition, buddy. You know, everything you spent, you paid billions of dollars. Over there in the land of Saudi Arabia, you know, over there in the land of Iran, marking the territory of the lands we travel through. You're looking at all the artifacts, you're digging up all the history, you're seeing all the Noah's Ark, you're seeing all these things. You're like, man, these are fucking good. Let's bury this. Let's use billions of dollars to keep this away from them. Let's have the Saudi Arabians guard Mount Sinai. Let's put up a huge gate around this altar that they made of Molech, right under Mount Sinai, you know. Let's hide all these things from everybody on the face of the earth, you know, so they can't find out who they are. know, let's keep the fact that Gad was speaking Hebrew over here in the land of America away from the people. You know, let's keep them from being able to line up the fact that the Gadites had fringes, Native Americans had fringes on and tents. You know, and was in tune with the seasons and the herbs. You know, it was talking about a power called Yah. Yah. Let's keep that away. Let's keep them in darkness. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it, man. You failed miserably because you can't fight against what the Lord wants. This is His story. We all subject. A man's goings of the Lord. How could a man then understand his own way? Woo! That's why we feel y'all about you, because he writing this thing out, man. You know, he writing this thing out. No matter what you do, you can continue to kidnap our kids. You can continue to sex traffic our kids. You can continue to poison our food, poison our music. You know, poison the minds of our people. You're not gonna keep us from getting our inheritance. It's written, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you do. You can build a shuttle and go to space. No way back. You can do all these things. You ain't gonna stop us from getting our inheritance, man. You can go in the depths of the dark ocean.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
That was Jeremiah. That's why he's doing it, so he can run away from his, past, trying to get to the outer realm and so forth.
Yeah. You can see the depths of the ocean, but your bounds are set, nigga. That's why your technology keeps crashing when you get to a certain depth. Like, damn, this shit just exploded. Because the Lord set your bounds, nigga. Talking about you been to the moon. Go to Pluto. Go to Jupiter. Go to Saturn. Who the fuck told you to name that? You don't even know what that is out there. Who the fuck told you to name it after Greek shit? Greek gods and goddesses. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Mercury. Nigga, that ain't for you to name. The months of the year, I'm gonna name the months after me. Fuck you, man.
They already lied about landing to the moon.
We don't know the name of them planets.
NASA.
That's the inheritance of good. Yashara.
NASA, you know what that means? Falsified. NASA
The
lied.
universes, the galaxies.
The Milky Way.
Nigga, that ain't the Milky Way, nigga. You don't know what that is.
NASA. You know what I'm saying? The Hebrew word, NASA.
He so got it. You can rent a star now. You can call NASA or whoever.
Get you a star.
Yeah, they'll give you a constellation and you pay for a monthly subscription. That's my
Let's say that's a scam. Let's
But
say that's a scam.
even the Lord tells him, in the book of Job, he says, matter of fact, brother, get that real quick about the Pallades and Orion's belt. Who can measure, get that real quick. Because the Lord, even he mocks them. He's like, nigga, only that's in my control, nigga. I control the Orion's belt. I control the Van Allen belt. They can't pass the Van Allen belt. When you go through the different layers of space, you have atmosphere, stratosphere, exosphere, and the exomosphere.
Yeah,
You can look them up. Like, it's different layers of space. Their satellites are right under what you would consider outer space. Outer space. So they have you believe that their satellites are floating next to the moon and all these different. No, their satellites are right under the layer that's under the Van Allen belt. They can't pass the radiation under the Van Allen belt, man. They can't pass it. They send rockets and fucking astronauts into space. Nigga, they in a certain layer of barrier. They can't. Their bounds have been set, man. Don't let this devil lie to you, man.
Yeah, like you said, if that was the case, like you said, we already been on the moon and these other planets by now.
No,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
would have been and had all type of wickedness in the goddamn galaxy stretched out.
Like you said, just like the movie, like you said, you see Star Wars, Elysium, Avatar, you know what I'm saying? He would have been already there.
This is Wet Dreams, Star Wars.
You remember how Lisa wanted to make robots already in the year 2020 already in the movie I, Robot? You know what I'm saying? Because that flying cars and all that.
The Jetsons.
Yeah, Back to the Future and all that.
Yeah. You got that Ryan's book, lady.
We started the joke because this pretty much is a joke. He covered a lot. This is Job chapter 9, starting at verse 1. It says, "Then Job answered and said, I know it is so of a truth, but how should man be just with Yahweh? If he will contend with him, he cannot answer him 1 of 1,000. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who have hardened himself against him, and who have prospered, which removeth the mountains, and they know not, which overturneth them in his anger, which shaketh the earth out of her place, and the pillars thereof tremble, which commandeth the sun, and it riseth not, and sealeth up the stars, which alone spreadeth out the heavens, and treadeth upon the waves of the sea, which maketh Artemis, Orion, and Pleiades, and the chambers of the south, which doeth great things past finding out, yea, and wonders.
Past finding out. You can't find it out, nigga. Your peon brain, nigga, you don't even access your whole capacity of your brain. I think we only use like 60%.
Damn.
God damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
I ran. Hey, you know what's crazy though?
We through, man.
I ran it.
We literally stupid,
Yeah,
man.
like I said, I ran it really like a supercomputer. Cause like when you actually look down into the brain, it got so much shit up in our brain. All types of names, the front and the back, inside of it.
10%.
Yeah.
We dumb, man.
Uh-huh.
If we,
Nah,
if we
bro.
was 10% east, so you 3. Fuck out of here.
Nah, for real.
God damn. So that's, man, who are thou, old man, to reply back to the Most High? That's crazy.
So the movie
Only
Lucy,
using
right?
10% of your
Movie Lucy
brain.
tells you that.
Wow, bro. Only using 10% of your brain. Wow, bro.
So just imagine when the Heavenly Father, like I said, I don't like that 100%. That's what I said.
20%.
They go into, like you said, the movie Lucy, how she was, elevating that
Yeah.
superpower,
I love that
spiritual power.
To the point she was everywhere.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah, you remember go back up.
I gotta watch
go back
that
to that
again.
monkey.
Yeah. She go that, man, yo, this shit.
She went right out
It's
of
wild,
the
bro. It's wild, man. This shit'll bug us out. That's why the Lord can't show certain shit.
Yeah.
It'll literally, we drop dead if he shows certain shit.
Like you said, man, we were super prideful, yo. If we really, I like that brain to the point, like you said, we be prideful. No, for real, we be prideful. Because think about it, everything, every breakdown.
Google that real quick. How much on our brain got? 10% is crazy. It gotta be a little more than 10%.
Brothers seen the movie The Lawnmower Man. Where it's the Lawnmower
10%.
Man.
That's it.
It says it's a myth, but it says it's a popular myth that we use for 10.
Yeah, that's something you gotta go into.
Yeah, you got to dive into it.
Because Esau trying to say it's a myth so he can say he's smart as shit.
Right.
Nah, nigga.
Your brother seen it's an old movie from the 90s. I remember Elder Apostle Boss speaking about it. Called a movie called The Lawnmower Man.
Yeah.
He's just a regular Joe Schmo.
Oh yeah, that man got talk. But even the 2011, that the old Kim did show that it's called Limitless.
Yeah.
Remember that was a good, right? He took that pill, his brain.
Limited.
He said, you know everything. It's so powerful. He don't even remember what he did that last night because he got so powerful. But it's like I go back to what he's saying.
The movie Lawnmower Man, he just he's a Edomite, but he's an idiot. I mean, I don't want to say retard, but he ain't there all the way. But he cut the grass and all that, and he ended up playing this video game. And next thing you know, he became so good at the game that they gave him an opportunity, to whatever, some test or something like that. But what ended up happening, he ended up somehow uploading himself into the game. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much he became a god, throughout the earth because of the game. You know what I mean? But he ended up getting spiritual power.
Yeah. I showed you, man, look. Lord is going, because really when we go to spiritual power, it's just manipulation of the elements. Like, we're electric beings. That's why you experience.
So I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, that's why you experience things like static, like shock.
Yeah.
You may take your clothes out the dry.
Yeah.
Electric.
Yeah.
We're electric beings. So when the Lord take that barrier away, where you can make shit.
Yeah, facts.
Float.
Exactly.
It's really just you and the elements of one. Because they teach you that in school, the periodic table. The elements that's in the earth is found in your body.
Protons, neutrons, electrons, and
It's
all
all
that.
found in what's in the earth is found in your body. So
We're energy. Because then, like
There
I
you
said,
go.
our soul is energy.
there you go. So the Lord is just allowing you now to be complete control with the earth.
That's why you see certain jakes on the internet.
No, facts, no, facts.
Yeah, niggas trying to
I mean, like you said, our body temperatures change.
Yeah,
You know, like I said, some people get cold, some people just don't, some people used to it.
Yeah.
Again, like how, like, you know, like I said, Jake don't like the cold, but up north in Detroit, you know what I mean, Jake know how to endure it when he's used to the environment. Oh, now, for example, our immune system.
Adaptability.
Yeah, that ability, you know what I'm saying?
You can put us in any environment, and it may, before it kills you, more than likely your body will adapt. Right? And that's with anybody. You know, your body overcomes infections. It'll hurt. It'll hurt. It'll make you weak, but the weakness is actually your body fighting.
Yeah.
So while your body's fighting off that you're gonna feel the weakness in your legs, feel the weakness in your arms, but it's a war going on there. And after that war, now you feel,
Yeah, how you into it?
you adapt. It's adaptability. The Lord designed us like that. So
And that's why we're able to survive to this day. Like I said, you're not doing all the chemicals, but our body, like I said, we're supposed to pretty much have our thing outside. That now, you know what I'm saying, immune to it. Well, some of us, some of us, still allergic and all that, but some of us are just immune to it. Not excuse to not, not to eat healthy, but still.
Esau measure your brain waves, brain activity, electric. That's why he's able to put a kilometer in you to make it sync to you.
Oh, for example, the movie Matrix. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When we're, inside the real world.
But I wanted to educate myself and not say what y'all doing out here, but what y'all doing?
Oh, yeah. Basically, have you heard of the Hebrew Israelites?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we are pretty much. We teach the Bible. You know what I'm saying? To let her know that the so-called Negroes and Latinos are Native Americans are the true chosen people of the Bible. To let them know who they are.
Okay.
Just the first step. That's what that's what we teach the Bible.
Well, keep educating.
All right.
I like seeing black folks doing good work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, you too. Thank you.
But yeah, again, basically I was saying, we watched the movie The First Matrix. What did the robots use, to what? Empower the Matrix. They used us. Right? The little, the red caps and all. That's how Neo was able to get out, and you see him be attached. You know what I'm saying? Now, you watched the movie before that, which the Animatrix, the little cartoon animation, like World Wars and all that stuff, and they was asking about how the machines operate if they can't have sunlight. What do they use? They use humans. So, which, again, like you said, we're energy. Basically, we're batteries. Which we are. We are batteries. You know what I'm saying? But everything that Isa touches, whatever.
You can literally recharge yourself by making your body alkaline, which goes into being electric. Certain foods are electric and alkaline, which recharges your body, recharges your system. The blood flow in your body, all of that. And how your body works, man. Certain foods you can drain your body by certain foods. You have too much sugar, too much processed. Stress is in the world, That's why we'll tell people, people be like, we ain't all gotta be healthy. You'll be a fool not to want to be healthy.
Why the fuck? I don't know about eat.
Why you don't want to
that's how we eat that. That's how we eat that.
I don't get that shit, bro.
I ain't gotta be healthy making it a kingdom.
That's why you're all lazy and shit.
You like shit every day.
You want to feel like shit every day.
Like you said, they make you like I don't feel like on the camp and all that like shit. That food got demons and energy to it.
Like you said earlier, some shit leaves you empty. There's a lot of good taste of food that leaves you empty right after you eat it. There's good taste of food that's healthy for you that leaves you fulfilled throughout the whole day. And that's how you should treat yourself. That's how you should treat your body. Not, let me just go get the combo that tastes good for the moment. And then an hour later, I'm drained, I'm sluggish, I'm shitting. I'm shitting up bullshit.
Yeah, not for real. That's why people get them
your turds ain't solid. Your liquid stool. Liquid stool.
That's how people get kicked.
Shit, let me get some ice cream. I need dessert.
Like you said, people that really don't drink enough liquids. That's why people get kidney stones, gallbladders, and all that.
And be the same ones tell you, look, man, I ain't gotta be healthy.
I ain't gotta be healthy.
You's a fool.
And they breathing heavy. Nah, brother. That's a sign. That's how you know they're not healthy. The highway they breathe like.
Right, like my sister, for instance, right? She got real heavily addicted to smoking weed.
Oh.
And people say, oh, you can't get addicted to smoking weed. Okay, cool. It ain't, it's from the earth. You're not supposed to be putting smoke in your body. Guess what now? She quit now, but guess what she got now? She has a bad cold. But she can't do it all. And it sounds like she's easy when she calls.
Damn.
You know?
The lungs gotta be
Black. It's gotta be black. Yeah, because think about it, like you say, you inhaling all that smoke. Like you say, it's a slow process. That's what you need to understand.
Dirty ass blunts.
You know, he's spraying them shit with all kind of bullshit.
And even if you wanted to say it's from the earth, the weed you smoking ain't from the earth, nigga.
That's
Did you plant
Esau
it?
shit.
Did you plant it?
Once you smoke it, it don't matter if it's from the earth or not. You defeated the purpose.
You defeated the purpose because you didn't put the smoke in.
You're supposed to eat herb. Like,
You might as well just stand behind an exhaust of a car.
no, for real. Smoking that carbon monoxide, right?
You might as well.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck? Smoke ain't supposed to enter his body like that, man.
Now he done came out and said that, speaking, go back into eating them quick foods and shit, them hot dogs and all of that. He said, eating pork is eating bacon and all that. It's right there in the carcinogen family with cigarettes.
I believe
and weed and shit.
Why would the Lord tell us to stay away from certain foods and go and kill us? He gave us a whole list.
Dietary law.
You know, a nigga don't even know he can eat pigeons. He look at that pigeon and say,
That's
"That's
crazy.
nigga, I ain't no goddamn pigeon."
That's
He'll
a
go
rat
eat-
city
He'll go eat that pork though.
Facts,
He'll go eat that pig. Man, that's a pigeon.
He eat that lobster.
He eat that lobster.
That's a cockroach at
Got
the
a
sea.
got a big ass shell on his back, telling you not to break it open.
That's eating
Right.
all.
But you gonna sit there and break it open
Facts.
Fighting to get in there.
You know, not for real.
for a little piece of meat.
Now mind you, that's eating all types of feces and like you said, fried doodoo too. You know what I'm saying? So you open it up, they think of the yellow mustard. Like that's not yellow mustard, bro. That's all types of bacterial, fungal, doodoo, all that.
Certain fishes. A nigga eat it up for himself. A nigga eat catfish like it ain't shit.
Yeah.
We used to go fishing with my uncles. Hey, I got catfish. Got the whiskers. Like, we finna fry this boy. The whiskers on that shit. That shit look. As a kid, I used to be like,
Muggy, slimy.
No,
and
that's slimy shit. That's slimy
catfish
shit.
stink, bro. Like the Lord gave you signs of why you should. It stinks. It looks ugly. It doesn't look like a porcupine.
Yeah.
You
He got
should-
whiskers
you
on it. He
wouldn't-
got whiskers on it. That's how you need to know.
You should eat a porcupine. It got shit on. It's showing you shit.
Yeah.
Alligator. It's showing you shit.
Yeah.
Almond scales and shit.
Yeah, like you said, it got scales. I mean, that's not scales. It's like it got algae on the scales. That's why it's dirty.
Oysters.
You know how hard it is to get the scales on there.
Oysters, you gotta break. And they'll tell you, oh, but that's good for your testosterone. It got zinc. Nigga, you can get zinc from all different types of other foods, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you know, goddamn oyster for your ride. Drink beetroot, nigga.
Oh yeah, beets. Yeah, red beets. Yeah.
Eat your greens.
Yeah.
Well, that beetroot juice.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's good.
I'm gonna just tell you, one time I
Hundred
drank beetroot juice, bro. I couldn't even bust, bro. No, I'm not even like the chick. She was like, what's wrong, man? Not good? I said, oh, look, I fucked up. This is a beetroot juice. Bro, I'm talking about, bro, like, I'm about to have a heart attack. Like, nah, we done. I can't do it. Bro, you know what I'm saying? But there's certain shit that's in nature that we can give our body that benefits us. You ain't got to eat abominable shit, man.
Yeah, that's all myth.
We have a dietary law that we must uphold, not just because it's restrictions, like a child with a father. Why can't I do this? You just want to be mean to me. No, it's for your benefit. If he told us not to eat it, obviously it will kill us.
We see went to that. Like I said, I seen that video we saw about a couple weeks ago about the Philippine lady who ate that poisonous crab.
She knew better.
Yeah, she knew better. Like you said, the crab had a little certain spots on it. You said it, you touch it's poisonous. And like she cooked that shit, like you said, she had a little piece of that meat. Next thing you know, she died. Stupid ass.
Like, I remember one time I ordered grasshoppers from Amazon. Big job. I said, I'm gonna just eat these fucking meat. She said because they're lawful.
Yeah.
And I ate on, like, they weren't bad. You know, when you first taste them, it's like, it's weird.
Yeah.
But then when you keep eating them, it's like, damn, you get used to it. I can see how John the Baptist got used to that, used to eating them. And they got protein in them.
Yeah, that's true.
They got protein in them, so it keeps you straight for it.
He also had honey too, right? He also had honey too with it.
No, it was just,
You
I just
straight
had
up?
roasted grasshoppers.
Okay,
That was it.
Yeah.
But you can't survive off of them because They don't have enough of the minerals and vitamins you need in your body.
Yeah.
But they are a nice little supplement you can have in the sun.
Yeah.
If you didn't have much. So I just want, it was just something I tried to say.
It's a lot. I ain't say nothing.
And I'm like, it ain't bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do that to say because you would think,
It's gotta be nasty.
Yeah.
Grab.
Yeah.
when you eat it, it's like, it don't taste that bad once you get it back. So the shit that's lawful for us, you just need to be eating. Make yourself used to eating shit.
You gotta eat the motherfucker guys. But like, you never know. Like I said, you might, like you said, some things that we don't want to do. Like fuck it. And the Lord says love. We
But
gotta
guess
eat
what?
that
If I
shit.
had to do it, I'd do it no, because I already know what they taste like.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'll take that.
But some chicks gotta fuss themselves. They like fuck it. And especially, I don't know what's gonna say, but we look like damn Lord, fuck. You gotta eat this shit. Like damn. That's a crazy. Lord says love. We gotta eat this shit. No, bro, that made it funny, but no, bro, that's hilarious. He said, damn, fuck. You know, and his friend close your eyes, like, he said, okay, Lord, it's not bad as I thought it was.
Good man, man. Good
I know.
Lord. You in
Either
the
that or
trenches.
fucking pop.
You in the trenches. You in the trenches. You don't know what the Lord may have you have to eat.
Nah, for real,
You know it's gonna be lawful though. He ain't gonna give no man of the Lord a rat.
Yeah.
He gonna give you something lawful. You may not like it, but it's gonna be lawful.
Right.
You know, like a nigga might not like a picture. I ain't never had pictures, but that shit might be good, bro.
Yeah.
If it's lawful meat, that shit probably fire,
mean,
bro. And then
So-
pigeons, and the beautiful thing about pigeons, which I know bros is probably gonna have to eat at Jacob's, the most beautiful thing about them is they're in abundance.
Yeah,
Because nobody eat them. And they're always fucking around.
They're like rats in New York City, pretty much that's what they say. You know, they're just fine.
Yeah. The pigeon cool as a kid.
And plus,
Yeah.
and plus,
And they're actually pretty.
yeah,
they're not even
well, they're ugly as babies, but when they get older, that's
Yeah.
what's pretty. But I noticed that pigeon, like you said, they don't eat no shit and all that. They eat like maybe like crumbs, like bread or something like food or
Yeah.
something. Like,
Yeah, they don't just eat anything.
Yeah, they don't eat anything.
They bougie birds, bro. That's how you know. You're really supposed to be eating pigeon. You eat an ugly ass chicken, though. The chicken's ugly as shit. Like, they got fried chicken up fast. Chicken. A lot of this chicken be the main killer niggas because the chicken that you getting is not raised right. Got all type of diseases in them.
Call the Pokemon what? I thought it's called. Huh? Yeah, hormone.
The chicken will be 3 weeks old, but it already got a body of an adult chicken. They take 2 steps, and then they gotta sit down there.
You got too much upper
You
weight.
get a breast from KFC and shit like that. One breast, shit with bumps on the side.
No, but think about it, right? Why is it that everybody can, you know what I'm saying? Why is it that every Thanksgiving everybody can get a turkey? Now think about it, right? Everybody can get a turkey all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? But like, where do you get this turkey?
Retard meat, man.
Where do you get a turkey on Thanksgiving Day?
Where do you get this turkey from?
No, bro. You know what I'm saying? People at home on Thanksgiving, everybody
That is
turkey all
facts,
of a
though.
sudden.
Where the turkey from?
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question. Well,
Turkeys ain't no
the
punks
turkey
though either,
from.
though. I ain't a lot of the turkeys ain't no punks.
But yeah, man, the point is,
They
the
hate
Lord,
you.
the Lord gave us some laws that we must abide by.
Yeah, you see what it is? That's a damn. But I digress.
Certain mammals you can eat, you know, cloven-footed that chew the cud. If it's not cloven-footed, but chews the cud, you can't say, well, eat grass. It ain't cloven-footed.
What damn? What the fuck? It's feet now.
The Lord's designed it that way.
Yeah. See, that's what people got a misconception of about like you said, the cuz. People gotta know what that really means.
You can eat this. Why? It's cloven-footed and you chew the cud. You can eat giraffe.
Nigga, I ain't no giraffe. You see that neck?
Yeah, facts.
It's cloven-footed and you chew the cud. Those are bougie animals. They only eat the green. You can eat that giraffe, and that giraffe probably fire. Somebody you don't eat no giraffe.
Like I said, lions eat the giraffe, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, I always wonder, why don't the lions, you know what I'm saying, after they kill her, they don't eat them. What? They stab them. That's why they don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's why they don't eat them. You know what I'm saying? They probably kill them.
Can you eat rabbit? Can you eat rabbit? No, because it's not cloven-footed. They got feet, they got toes, and they don't just chew the cud either. They eat carrots and shit, all type of shit.
They even eat their own self.
Them things can get vicious at some point too.
Yeah.
Chickens that eat everything too. They just
No,
like
that's
chickens just like a
They'll eat their own
pig.
kind.
That's why them chickens be
I've
having
seen it.
diseases. And this, the regular store If you eat chicken, you need to be going to grass-fed, organic, bro. You know, I know a lot of those don't do it, but your average chicken that's in these stores is filled with diseases, bro.
No, you're right.
That's one of the main. That fried chicken, one of the main killers of chicken.
Cobra said quit.
Oh, for real? They saw something.
Damn.
What's the price they do?
Just give a rough
It's
estimate.
less than 20.
It's a boil.
In Target, I seen Target, they got a good variety of fish too. Of course, they're gonna have that tilapia shit. But they got the salmon, they got polo.
Tilapia, yeah. Oh, what fish you eat like duties and all that, right? I'll make sure I forgot.
Oh yeah, tilapia. That's a genetic fish.
That's a low level of bullshit.
But I forgot though. That's not lawful.
It's lawful, but it ain't.
But it's like the low.
It's
It's something that you don't want to eat.
It's
You don't want to eat.
it's like you got farm raised salmon and you got wild sockeye salmon. Tilapia is like some farm raised.
Yeah,
shit.
but you can get good tilapia, but you ain't gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? It's most of it's farm raised. Anyway, you go.
Exactly.
If you're gonna eat tilapia, you might as well eat carp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about you? Okay.
Like most of your nutrients, like if you get
That's
salmon,
it.
you
That's
want
it.
wild sockeye.
Yeah.
Because if you eat, for one, the price of salmon is so high,
Yeah.
you want to make sure you're getting the nutrients that comes with salmon.
Omega
So you
3.
so you need to get the wild sockeye.
Yeah.
Because the farm raised, you're not getting the nutrients.
I see.
So you might as well just pay a little extra for the wild sockeye. And you'll know the difference because they put heavy dye paint on the farm raised fish.
That's the spirit. I was just watching something about them yesterday. They were saying how the wild caught is, even though it's in them tubs and shit that they be growing them in, it said it's born sick because it's not in its natural environment, because it's not eating what it normally eats for the meat to be pink as it's supposed to be. So that's why they add the dye, because without it, it's great. You know what I mean? It already look like it's dead. So when they add the dye, by the time it get to the store or whatever, you got to be careful with the restaurants too, because 9 out of 10 the restaurants are going to use the
they're gonna use the cheapest. They're gonna use the cheapest
Oh yeah,
one they can use.
yeah, they always do. That fucks up just like the imitation crab. That's not real crab. It's imitation. They put like food and all that mix it up to make imitation crab. That's not real crab. That's what they call it, imitation.
Unless you go into like a high cuisine restaurant, actually prices are steep as fuck. If you go to like a regular restaurant, they for them to have their business rolling, they have to buy the cheapest produce to make food at a high quantity. You know, you got to think these are family-owned business. They don't have the money to go in there and buy these high-priced ads in abundance or like that.
Yeah, especially around like a main city like Houston or LA or New York City. You know what I'm saying?
They buying in bulk. You got to buy in bulk.
Yeah, forget about it. Major cities.
A lot of the foods, different things that's in these restaurants and stores, they consume with parasites because they're not being bred properly. They feed them, probiotics and different things, but that shit ain't hitting on nothing.
That's what they hate about seafood sometimes. City check center. And sometimes man, I be checking the meat, man.
You gotta say
And
wild
the
caught.
thing about probiotics is you take probiotics when you haven't given your body the minerals and vitamins through your regular diet. So whenever you already got to give somebody probiotics, you're already sick. So if you got to shoot an animal with probiotics, it's sick. It's supposed to be raised properly, so it has everything in it already that it needs. It's essential. That's why when people got probiotics on their kitchen counter, it's because you're not getting what you need throughout your daily diet. You're eating Krispy Kreme donuts, you're eating fast food, so your body is drained. You feel sick, you feel sluggish, so I'm getting my probiotics. Well, just change your diet. You know? You shouldn't be eating probiotic gummies, man. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. How the body let's say eat the food, consumes in your body acid, and then your body sends all the nutrients out, and then whatever is weight, left, that's where the waste comes from.
That's what your stool is for.
Yeah.
To take out the waste of the food. You have some people where they don't even shit enough because they're not eating the right shit. You know? The waste is supposed to carry out what your body doesn't benefit from. You know? But sometimes a person will be so sick, your stool will carry out the shit that's good for you too. Because your digestive system fucked up, so it ain't breaking down properly. That's another thing. Your digestive system is fucked up. It won't break down. It won't be able to break down what's good and what's not. Your stool will be fucked. That's why if you have like a watery stool, not solid, everything's coming out of you. You know, everything's coming out. Yeah, I mean, that fool don't know these things. Fool don't care about this type of shit.
Yeah.
He just living with the wind. He just go wherever the wind blows. You know?
Yeah, and that's why people go, like you said, that's why people go to these hospitals, and you know, someone got to get what's called the anal suction and all that stuff.
Shit that you don't need.
All
to tell you the truth, doctors in America should really be should be getting paid low, and they should really be damn near out of business. If people lived according to the laws, you wouldn't go. The people will only go to the hospitals for gunshot wounds, broken limbs. Real, you shouldn't be. Niggas be going to the doctor for headaches.
No, the clinic, like you said,
minor shit.
Yeah, that's why they got clinics. And mind you, got to pay $100, $140 right
for
now
checkup.
just for checkup. That's what you pay. I said, damn.
My stomach hurt. I'm going to the doctor.
Yeah, let's give them some probiotics and all that stuff, and then send them.
Nigga ain't never heard of ginger. That raw ginger will clear your stomach. Bro, I drank some bad root beer one night, and my shit was needles. And that ginger, you start burping, gas is getting out of you. That's what it's there for. But it has to be real ginger. It can't be that Seagram's ginger. They got 1% ginger.
Yeah, ginger, right? What's it called?
Seagram's ginger.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
High fructose corn syrup in the bitch. Heavy sugar. Shit ain't doing nothing.
They had a lawsuit too for false advertisement, and people realized that it wasn't real ginger.
Back in the day,
When you drink ginger drinks, it's strong as shit. Like you can taste the ginger. Like, damn. You can feel it going in. You know? That's with anything. Garlic, onions. You can taste the strongness.
What's that root beer? I never had at Big Benny's. The little root beer soda. You remember at Big Benny's? Yeah. You can taste the like
root beer is supposed to have a distinct taste too. It's not supposed to be very sugary like some of them name brands.
Yeah, they're name brands, but one root beers that at Benny's, they got up there. You can taste the root beer.
And if you eat a garlic clove, you will feel it immediately.
Ginger beer.
Yeah, ginger beer.
Ginger. I love ginger beer.
Yeah. The brown beer. Yeah.
Ginger beer is great.
At Benny's Pizza.
You can taste it, right? You can taste the ginger.
Yeah. You can taste it.
That's really what you're supposed to drink with meals, you know? Because it helps with your digestive system when you eat your meals, you know? Really, you should be drinking juices, water, of course. Make sure I tell you drink water.
Oh, coconut water.
Water, juices.
I just got coconut water. We asked about the coconut.
Yeah. Ginger
I
drinks.
That shit last week. She asked had the coconut drink.
You should be staying away from heavy sugary drinks, high fructose corn syrup drinks, sodas, Kool-Aid, fruit punch.
You can make that ginger bug at home. That's what gives it its fizz and all of that. You can cultivate it in a mason jar and get a little bit scoop it for your next beverage and add whatever you want to it.
Yo, you be surprised, man, about Judy chick, whatever. She said that, so you gotta get juices from like sugar, not sugar water, but maple syrup or juice from the actual tree at a certain time. I said, wow. And Jake Lee's like acorns and all that shit. I said, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you see not an acorn, but one of those maple corns, whatever, you pick them up or you take them into pieces, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We used to remedies. I said, damn, Lexi, mind you, as a kid, grew up basketball all the time.
That's what they called it. But it just shows
all the time.
The Lord put everything on the earth that you need.
Yeah, facts.
Esau is the one that makes you grow around processed chemicals, shit that you don't put a 7-Eleven right across from your neighborhood. Put a McDonald's right across from your neighborhood. Put a Rite Aid right across. Every day after school, we walk in the 7-Eleven. I'm getting my Arizona drink, my brownie or my cookie, my Snicker bar, my taquito. We out. Or the hot dog. And you thought you hit the jackpot. Meanwhile, you killing yourself, bro.
You can make flour out of that acorn.
Yeah.
You can gather up acorns, soak them, dry them out, and then you can you put it in the food processor. Then next thing you know, you can once it becomes a powder, you can make bread and different things out of the acorn.
They have their uses. That's why he's saying the
That's
Lord.
why I gotta be a slave just because of that.
Yeah, just stupid shit.
Like, he said, what's he doing?
That's why he's saying the Lord created shit just for no reason.
Yeah.
He created the trees just for them to be there. No, nigga. Everything you see on this earth has a purpose. The shit that don't have a purpose is what Esau makes. We can do without his shit.
Maple trees. Yeah, the brother was saying, maple trees.
That's crazy when they I said, bro, that's wild, bro.
And Esau knew about that shit. That's
That's
why
a
when
woman.
you
That's a
go
woman.
to them,
That's a woman. There's gotta be a woman. Look at the body.
Remember, y'all time was about that
If
too.
that's not a woman, look at you.
That's what actually need. That's low level in there. That's like F class
That
six.
motherfucker came over
Bottom.
here. That motherfucker.
from way the fuck like that.
She gotta be putting the pitch. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking goops, bro.
I had to take it out. She gotta be putting the pitch. She gotta be in one of the fields. No, for real. You know what I'm saying? Just
Look, and then hit right here.
I know that's what I said.
Just to go right there, right?
Like you said, they gotta be slavery just because of that.
Unless it's the building.
I don't know. I was thinking,
Unless they be cleaning in the building or something. You might be cleaning. But even still, like, make it say something.
Look at
she know. No look at English, you know.
Like, he
He's
step
so-
away from breaking.
Esau know what
One wrong step, that nigga gonna collapse.
Esau know what's going on because he'll sell shit in stores and so forth, but Jake don't know nothing about it.
You funny.
Jake, Esau, he'll sell there's little nozzles that you can go to like the outdoor stores where he sell all his camping gear and all that. And they have little knobs that you can put on the tree. And as soon as you twist it, put it into the tree, after a little bit of time, you set your mason jar out, the tree will start trying to heal itself. That's what maple syrup is. That's what resins and all that is.
The certain trees won't naturally do it because of the rough environment they can put in. So, but the beautiful thing about trees is, like you said, they heal themselves.
Yeah. And that's what when a tree trying to heal itself, that's when you can collect the maple syrup. Or same thing with the resin trees.
Yeah, they'll score.
Yeah.
They'll score.
Yep.
They'll put something under.
Yep.
It's fire. It's fire. I love natural maple syrup.
Yep.
The rubber trees and all that.
Natural sweeteners of the earth.
The rubber trees.
Yeah. Yeah. And that became a big part of Esau's industrial age as well. Going in South America and getting the tribes out there to gather rubber and all of that for him.
Yeah.
Use the earth for his vile benefit. And Drake was just using it the right way.
Yeah, that's why the scripture says in Ecclesiastes, the Lord said what? Everything was set and for a time, for a place.
The only thing Gad did wrong, and the only thing that did wrong over here was, yeah, they was living off the earth the right way, but it was worse than false gods. Most of them judge you every time for that
It was
stuff.
all
Building
sacrifice.
over here building them pyramids, killing each other, taking the heads up,
Put them up there.
sacrificing to the sun god,
Yep.
tribal wars. They got the big gauges in their nose. Even today, you got them weird ass tribes out there. They still living like
Yeah,
that, man.
Amazons and shit. Stuff
Yeah,
like that.
weird ass tribes. Eating bats.
Yeah, for real, not for real.
Eating bats and shit. You know, the Lord ain't doing it. That's what the Lord said when he come back, we was gonna get the bird.
They gotta be pushed to death, man. They gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they gotta come back.
Yeah,
Be
they
more
can't,
people.
they can't be rehabilitated.
Nah,
gotta
they
be put
can't.
to death.
No, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Now you gonna have some that's gonna be like, hey,
No.
these are gods.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with
But
that.
you gonna have some that's too far gone.
Yeah.
And you gotta remember that you got children out there, all type of shit. You know? You're gonna have some that's like, oh my God.
You can't fight this.
And then you're gonna have some, and then you probably have a lot of the tribes that actually believe.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember Quetzalcoatl, the legend of Quetzalcoatl was Yahushua coming over and so
Yeah.
some of them probably still have the legend on who Yahushua is.
Yeah.
We'll see when we get out there, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. The lost hidden civilizations in them places. You know, it's a lot of shit that has not been discovered on this earth. You know, I was watching a documentary. Esau was like, there's thousands upon thousands of those untouched tribes throughout the Amazon. Man. to this day, and they just leave him be. Because people can't survive in the terrain. Now Esau can send his of course he can just destroy the whole land, but what benefit would that be to him? Because he's making money off that land too, you know. And then it's part of the Lord preserving them tribes
Facts.
too.
That's all. I'll talk about that.
The Lord is basically just preserving them
Setting
tribes.
balance. Ultimately.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Exactly. Esau said he was sleeping. He went out there one and the jaguar. He said a fucking jaguar. He was, oh hell.
My husband left too. I
He
think some
was
shit
getting
like
bit
that.
by certain shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's shit out there, bro.
Nah,
Like,
for real.
he said a jaguar. He said he didn't even hear it. So, cause you know how cats can.
Yeah, no,
When they put it, he said the jaguar just looked at it like just was peeping him. Went on, but like he said, oh hell no. And he said the jaguars is huge.
Yeah, they big.
They huge.
They hungry. They
You
fuck
know?
you up. When they get your claws on you, you're done.
Yeah. You know.
I'll take the bite in the neck, but what is that? Let alone scratch. They said, you be surprised when a lion scratch you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, it's a deep cut.
And-
There's a video about this.
Yeah, that's how the animals be able
Yeah.
even though they die, you know, that's how the animals, you know, like gazelles and all that,
Yeah.
you know, you got high tape, you know, high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Able to like shit because they most of put them in that environment to endure it, you know, for a certain amount of time. But us, one scratch like that can fuck you up.
It's paper cutter for this.
Oh yeah, you see how when the hammer was something with the line, he said, ah!
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
He said, he grabbed his fingers. I said, oh yeah, he
And the
like
worst thing about you don't want
I said, wow.
you don't even want the smallest cut in that type of environment because infections.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can have in
Reminds me
that
of the
environment is infections because there's no way to treat it.
Yeah.
Now the tribes out there, they have ways,
They probably got
but
antibiotics.
they'll kill you before they. They're so because of what happened is when Esau was going back to what you were saying, this type of heinous things that he did to them, making them work for him. A lot of them fled further into the underground, and they said we'll never deal with any. So even if they see us, it's still like, nah. If you're not a part of this tribe, we'll kill you.
Yeah.
They said one dude said they were riding past on a boat. Out of nowhere, one of his partners on the boat. He looked over, the nigga was shot. They said they built these long ass fucking arrows, bro. That's like 6 feet tall. They can
Wow.
and they,
Wow.
Yeah.
They like
and
you
you,
hit us.
can't see them. You can't see them or hit them. They see you with mile before you even come. They in the wood. They in the ocean, bro. The nigga dead, bro. They like do not come nowhere near them. They taking your ass out.
Them blow dots.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a bold ass. Damn, they can take your head off.
Another thing he said too, he said one time he actually got close to one of the tribe, one tribe. He said they were friendly with him that day because they were giving him things. You know, they was communicating. He said they came back the next day. The same nigga.
Wow.
That day was so it's like leave them be, because they straight savagery. You know, they straight savagery. They don't. You gotta think they've been living like that. We in 2026. They living like how niggas was living in the
1400.
1400s,
Yeah,
right?
that's wild.
They don't, nigga, what?
No communication.
Only Yahweh Shai can get them out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Gold, the El Dorado, the movie,
Yeah.
the cartoon,
Yeah.
where Esau came at the end on the ships.
Yeah,
You know, they seen him. I believe they started bowing to him. You know what I mean? They just went back to the what you had said about, you know, when they see Yahweh Shai, when they see us with that spiritual power, that's their lifestyle. You know what I mean? To exalt their gods and different shit, be tapped into the land, and you know what I mean? Because we couldn't even survive in the dismal swamp right now. You know what I mean? But hey, this is what they do. But you know, I'm willing to see us. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the Lord. Some are gonna bow.
We'll
and
be
then
able
others
to
gonna be
communicate with them in their language, you know, because we spiritual power. So it ain't gonna be. Is anything with the Lord impossible? No. If the Lord, whoever the Lord wants to deliver, He gonna deliver. Ain't nothing out of the Lord's bounds. You know what I'm saying? You know, He can deliver whoever the fuck He want to deliver. His will is His will. You know, He can kick us out and bring in somebody new. You know, whether you in this camp, whether you in the GMS, whether you not in GMS, the Lord don't deal with names. The Lord don't deal with individuals. He deal with who He want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't deal. At one point, people thought Warren West was the greatest thing that ever happened in the Israelite community. The Lord didn't give a damn about that. He kicked the whole thing.
We was still talking about one way to this day.
He changed the whole thing.
Yeah, he changed.
Even with GMS, you got to do the thing. Oh, GMS is that is not how you getting saved, man. You better make sure you right with the Lord, because the Lord is gonna save what we want. And when Jacob's trouble come, it ain't gonna be no let's upload to a GMS channel.
Ain't gonna be about GMS. It's gonna be what you know what I mean? Yeah, like you said, Jack Trouble ain't gonna be worried about no GMS.
The Lord said through the four corners of the earth.
Yeah,
And he hasn't showed us his whole hand. We don't know what he elect back to the four corners of the earth. Last time I checked, it's 144,000 men of the government body. Where those men at? Because I don't even see 2,000.
Facts. No, facts.
So the Lord obviously got some stuff going on that we don't see. You know? So you gotta make sure your relationship right with the Lord.
That's a lot though. I got 154,000. That's a lot.
You don't know where they at. They probably doing their thing around the four corners.
Yeah. Like you said, some of them don't probably got no video camera. Somebody's out on the highways and about.
Yeah. Lot is sealed. Lot is sealed. Some of them passed. Some of them, the Lord just gonna save them. And the last one, we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, we know that. Like I said, we got brothers throughout the four corners of the earth. We got like I said, Russia, Germany. You know what I'm saying? We ain't think about them brothers either.
Yeah.
You know, them kids with that out there.
That's that spoiled mindset. That's that entitled mindset that, yeah, I'm over here in America. I'm over here in America. We need that. Well, so much ain't no fathership busting the sky, bro. I don't know who the elect is, man. But guys get high and mighty like that, man. You gotta be that ego, that prideful shit. To have you lost out here, man. Thinking just because you able to do certain things that you made it. Until them chariots come and you on there, you don't know who the elect.
Some brothers ain't really, as you also like some brothers ain't really been tested yet. Even before Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? Be sincere or not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? Some brothers ain't really tested.
I'm such and such. You ain't nobody, bro. You sent to the Lord. Us, we all worthy of death. You know? Yeah. All of us.
Like you said, oh yeah, you seen what happened to, you know, DC? What happened, I think, last year or early this year? Talking about some, I'm King David. You know? It's bug out ass. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn, man, we thought you only hear a brother, man, but like you said, press X. That's what they call it. Start bugging out saying, I'm King David. You know? You know what I'm saying? No, bro, like you said, you like to get high money. Said, oh yeah, I'm the elect. Watch your tone, brother.
Yeah.
Nobody here 15 years. What you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just be high-minded.
You know, we've been in umpteen years. Guess what? We don't know shit.
Yeah.
I told bro, look, man. You got to pay because you had young brothers come out hot, trying to race him, dude. Chill, brother. Chill, brother. We're gonna be in captivity. We're gonna be here. Join us.
No, it's gonna be this year 2026.
I can break down the Hebrew. Like, good. That's good, bro. That's amazing.
That's fire.
That ain't gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna get you on the chair, brother. Just be humble, pace yourself.
That's that first love. We all want back. You know what I'm saying? We all want that fire.
Trying to one up and do
Stop. We gotta put him down. Not just kidding,
but that's what the elders are, how they are. They'll just watch them, bro. Because you learn that mentality. The longer you in, you just watching that shit happen.
I remember reading elders, bro. Like you say, you know, we got that laid back, like.
Yeah, we're just, you just let shit go.
Yeah, you can tell, like, they laid back.
You just let shit go.
You're not for real, pretty much.
Just let shit go.
Just let it go.
You know, because you know either that brother's going to learn from it or he ain't. But I got shit I got to figure. I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that, have fun with it. You know? I know who I was. I know how I was when I first came in. I know what's most important. And it's about the humiliation and the patience.
Patience, keyword, nothing.
Patience, and, you know, the learning, and growing, and just, you know.
Only time to teach that.
Yeah, only time, man. Only time, man.
Definitely that patience, man. Like you said, that's how you become successful. You gotta play the long game, not the quick game.
Let me get buddy to this
Right.
I'm there with this one.
You sit next to one of the, you know, to do like this. No, for real, that's what you do.
That shit, man. Look, bro. That's cool. That's good. Hey, look. Hey, look. That's cool and all. Good for you. Good for y'all. Y'all got good bonds, bro. But we got some shit we got to go to.
Let's see it possible. Like this. Oh my God.
Even your whole shot kind of alluded to that too. Or with his relationship with John.
Count.
John chilling with me, but what does that to you? Man? Don't do. You got shit. You gotta go do like. It's like dudes be thinking, oh, if I do this, it's gonna get me a better seat in the kingdom. Like, if I do 100 more videos than you, then that means I'm gonna be over you in the kingdom. That's the wrong mentality. If you do more videos, that's great.
No,
You know, you got the right spirit on you. But
yeah, like you said,
that
right
ain't no
spirit. We
guarantee
just doing
that
it just, you know, just.
That ain't no guarantee that
See
you
the
over
band.
no brother.
Mentally, boy.
Yeah, mentally.
You mentally even at that point.
Even our Tars part talked about that. You know, don't be buddy with me in the Passover and all that stuff.
No.
Like, be your own Passover. I mean, that's when I made that decree. Like, hey man, just be your own Passover.
Yeah. It's like you doing it for the wrong reason. I'm a simple cook. He did 3 videos. I'm gonna
I lied too.
like,
You know that Jake got short attention, man. Jake not gonna watch that hour video.
come on. Yeah, like, come on. Like, we came in. We came in. We was doing videos before it was even a video decree. We came in when it was just, you know, then, you know, it was a video decree, and it's like, okay, it's for the spirit. You want to be on fire, which is beautiful, but you also don't want that to be you just trying to usurp over bro and trying to show you how much you can do more than it's the wrong spirit.
Yeah, because some at point you're gonna get tired of that too eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like you do 50 video, then all of a sudden, damn, I'm gonna do like 40. The next thing
You ain't in love with it. You ain't in love with it. You just doing it
mentally.
mentally.
Facts.
I'm just doing it
You
mentally.
just stop doing it. Like, damn, bro, I'm not getting no views, man. I used to get like 50 views, now I get like 5, man.
That brother doing videos now. He think he don't nothing.
Subscribe to my channel, huh?
Look at him, he doing videos now.
You subscribe to my channel, huh?
You really wishing bad upon bro.
Watch my videos. And subscribe to my channel. You know, so they do at the end of the video, we look at each other, mom, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel.
Yeah. But it come, like you said, come with time, come with spirit. You just, you know, just work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Don't be comparing yourself to another brother. You know what I'm saying? If you have a good example, be like, man, yeah, I can do a little more because I see that. But you shouldn't be trying to let me get one up on this.
Oh yeah. This brother bought a car. I'm gonna buy me a car too. Next thing you know, them to your house in debt.
They said I can't do this? I'm gonna show them. Like, are you serving the Lord or are you trying to show bros with like, you know?
You only fooling yourself.
You only fooling yourself. Oh, they rebuke me for this? Well, let me show them what I can do. Watch me now.
You talking about this? What about you, brother? Where your videos at? He doing too. What about him? What you getting on me for? When I get on him, he doing the same thing he doing. You know? You know what I mean? See? Now you're just being a dick at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's really about you.
Right.
So you know what? What's that saying? That's a crab in the barrel mentality. If I'm going down, he going down too.
Yeah. Look what he do. Look what he ain't doing. No. Brother, but you know, we don't do this. That's the type of brother you want to be. That's cool.
Taking the local level.
But just know, the Lord has got his own thing going on. Taking it back to what we initially stated about the 4 corners of the earth. The Lord has his own program that's going on. His thoughts are not your thoughts. Who you may think is at a high point, a high position, does not necessarily mean that's who the Lord got high on his list. Because we do not know what people doing in their personal lives. We do not know people's personal thoughts. We do not know what people did in their past lives to offend the Lord. We don't know what people are in debt to the Lord with.
Right.
You may have a brother that's on fire right now, but he might have offended the Lord in the worst way in his past life. You don't know what the fuck's going on in the Lord's will.
That's what Scripture says. There's no Passover, or there's no remembrance for thing.
So you can have stole a brother high now, but in the Lord's eye, he might be very minuscule. So be very, very conscious of trying to be men pleasers and trying to prove shit to men that you're around. And this is coming from advice from a brother that's been in the truth long enough to say this, man. And I've seen all different type of bros, and I've been all around type of bros. You know what I'm saying? You want to be very careful about that men pleaser shit, man.
Yes,
And doing shit just to get ahead in the camp or just to be perceived in the camp. That ain't gonna last you the long run. We got very serious things that's gonna happen on this earth.
Speak about how Heavenly Father is a jealous power. So you exalt, you exalt the man higher than your, than you ought to. So the Lord will take offense to that.
Yeah.
If you scared of this man more than you scared of the Lord.
Now it's about you. It ain't about the Lord, no, it's about you. Like you said, not everybody's meant to have authority or power over some people, man. Yeah, this is the way it is because the Lord already knows. Well, oh yeah, we got governments now. I'm gonna tell bro to do this and that, and so you may get raise his voice. Hey, I told you not to do that.
And the
Why you eating that for? I told you not to eat that.
And the point of this is like, just because bros may do these things don't mean they're wicked, but you are gonna learn eventually. The Lord's gonna show you the hard way that that's not the way to do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to learn it one way or another. Whether you backbiting behind brothers' back, gossiping behind brothers' back, trying to be busybodies, men pleasers,
We'll talk about that.
all of that. And you can be sincere and have these shortcomings, but the Lord is going to show you that that's the wrong way to be eventually. He's gonna put you through a situation where you go, damn, so and that's why you just gotta work out your own salvation. Feel too. And don't be trying to compare yourself to another brother's lot. Don't be saying, oh well, he getting away with this, so why I can't get it? Just do you, man. Nobody can take away your works. As long as you working in this thing, you stay in this thing, you faithful to the Lord, nobody can take away what you've done. Even you bros that are doing your own thing, you did your own thing. If you I don't know if you sincere or not, but if you are sincere, that's between you and the Lord.
Yeah.
If you doing this work and you ain't blaspheming the doctrine, blaspheming the Holy Spirit, no man on this earth can say you're not a part of the elect. Because last time I checked, that charge is given to you, so any bro that ain't blaspheming the Holy Spirit and keeping the doctrine the same, who am I to say he ain't the elect just because he ain't with us? Who gave me that authority to tell another man he's not a part of the elect because he's not with me? Who the fuck am I to say some shit like that, man? When I've got my own transgressions to work out. I don't know that man's relationship with the Lord. Just because he didn't get along with me, he not a part of the elect. He can't be a part of the elect. He don't do what I say. He don't get along with me. Well, maybe he wasn't meant to be with you. The Lord said, he told the disciples, don't mess with them who are not with us, and they that are not against us are for us, right? Just because they ain't a part of our group don't mean they ain't the elect. That's that name shit again, man.
Like I said, we were witnessing it. You remember? So there's a little split, like I said, it wasn't about GMS, it was about just doing the work.
Yeah, when we wasn't in GMS,
We talk about shit about that.
and then we wasn't in the mindset of we got to get back in GMS. We was in the mindset of just doing the work.
Yeah.
It just happened that we were allowed back.
Yeah.
But we wasn't out here trying to say, yeah, we getting back in. We was just doing the work. And whether we got allowed back in or not, we still, Lord willing, we still gonna do the work. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's not about, I gotta be around these bros. I gotta be something around these bros. I have to. And a lot of young bros fall victim to that, man, to lose track of what the calling is about. The calling is higher than what man makes.
See, that's a situation that we had, I think, like a month ago about, like you had a former member, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to get back into the camp, man, but one of the elders of South Carolina, told him, look, man, like the Lord, the Lord will bring you back, but just keep doing the work, man. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, he put himself in that situation where he even said, look, man, brother gave you many opportunities for you to, like you said, to redeem yourself and all this stuff like that, but you didn't take it. But now, since that situation happened to you, even after all these years, because what, you feel some type of guilt, so to speak, man. And you still hold on to that guilt, man.
You gotta be a man, go to the Lord and do what you wanted.
I don't care how long.
You wanted to leave, do your thing. No, but I ain't gonna say you ain't a part of the elect, but you can't be trying to get back. No, just do the work.
That's all it is.
Do the work. Don't do the work. You don't need us. You don't need us. That's the route you took. Now be a man and serve your power in the route you took. If the Lord, it's the Lord's will, if you be fruitful, He'll bring men up under you. Yeah. That's the Lord's power there, man.
Yeah.
If He's dealing with you, He's gonna bring fruit up on you.
Yeah. But but the main problem was against, like you said, brothers give you many opportunities, to get yourself right, but again, there's a saying is, like you said, what's it say? you're not really appreciative of it until it's gone. That's when you really appreciate it. You know, like you took advantage of it. You know, situation where you had a bunch of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Just like same thing when you have a good perm. You know, you disrespectful, but once the pair gone, now you say, damn, I wish I never did this.
Yeah, because the brotherhood is like a family. You can lean on. You know, some bros and miss that family that they can lean on. The chat.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
People
Man.
that
Like you
can
said,
talk.
bros that
People that
was
they can
with
talk
us.
to.
Like I said, they'd be surprised. Like, man, I wish I bro. Like, bro, what was the same mindset when you made the decision?
Yeah. People they can talk to about the same thing. You'll miss.
Yeah.
It's a harsh reality when that chat. You look at that chat and it's wrong.
Yeah, like I said, nobody there.
Yeah.
Nobody's there.
You know.
Or at least calling them brother.
Yeah.
You
Guess
know,
what?
man? Like, damn. Oh, yo, I'm telling you, that phone call, remember I told bros in the chat, you know, when I'm about to check on brothers, bro, just even have 5 minutes or 3 minutes, just, hey, brother, how you doing, talk a little bit, and, you know, like I said, it's beautiful, but it's just having that bro, just like, when I need you.
Yeah. But if you make that decision to be on your own, guess what? You got to deal with that.
Yeah,
you
you gotta deal
can't
with that.
then say, oh, but I want it back. No. Your lot now is harder. So now you have to plow harder.
Yeah.
Now you have to be on yourself harder because you don't have another bro that'll rebuke you.
Yeah.
It ain't impossible, but it's harder.
It's hard. Yeah.
And a lot of guys don't understand that. It's not impossible, but it's harder.
See, the Lord gives you warnings about shit that's gonna happen if you don't do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like you say, you gotta apply harder now.
I warn bros all the time. I did when I first came. I was
It's
by
not easy,
myself.
bro. It's not easy. Like I said, I can
It's
tell you.
way harder
It is.
to do this thing consistently by yourself and not having no bros around.
Yeah.
You know? The moment I joined bros, I never looked back. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, that language, especially now, it ain't time for that language, especially now, bro.
Yeah,
You know, in the back then, you know, bros, you know, the thing was all cool, be all yourself, but now,
Yeah.
as you see, when times get harder, when, like you said, especially like, okay, many example, like say, for example, a campfire.
Yeah.
That really helped bros a lot. When you don't have somebody to back you up, you know, and the only thing you can rely on about shooting our shot.
Yeah, because I think he was on the comic board saying about the homeless.
Yeah.
Nigga, what they got to do with us? Handle your shit.
You know?
That's all it is.
You
Yeah.
know?
You all in the water.
Yeah. I said, damn.
What the fuck they got to do with us? Nigga, we all want pictures of being homeless.
Man, no, bro, yeah. Some of us miss some of our payments and shit like that.
We all want paycheck. What the fuck is you talking about? You want to comic book saying that bullshit?
Like you're supposed to
ain't
have.
learning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. The elder even said, he said, look, man, we're all going through hard shit. He even told him that. So, yeah.
Well, you shouldn't have to tell a nigga that, man.
You already know.
You gotta pray to the Lord, man. That's what, like you said, a brother can only
You
do
talking
so
about you
much.
homeless, nigga?
We all damn near homeless and shit. You think we millionaires, nigga? Fuck is you talking about? I'm almost homeless.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta pray to the Lord. You gotta get closer to the
Look,
Lord for the
man,
Lord to
that-
help you. Like you
that-
said, a
well,
brother can only do so much. You know, but like you said, the Heavenly Father controls our lives, man. This you don't understand. Like you said,
Nigga think
brother
we
is an angel.
ballin'.
But again, we don't crush on the Heavenly.
Nigga think we ballin', nigga.
We don't crutch on the brotherhood because we know brothers got their own thing. But the point is, you got to go on the Lord because the Lord's gonna get out of the situation. The Lord controls our life. The Lord knows what's happening the next day. The Lord wants us to do.
We should have
pray.
called it back. You know what, bro? Yeah, come on. We got $1,000 waiting on. Come on back here, brother. We got a house of $1,000.
He said the water.
I was almost homeless. Thanks for the house and $1,000.
Who can I live with?
Somebody said, not me.
That's all right.
Well,
Sir, I'm back with GMS Virginia. Special announcement.
no, man, you got to plow on your. And it sounds harsh.
Yeah, it does.
But do you not know that you serve an all-still Lord? You got to
Count the
get it.
cost.
You
Count
got
the
to get it
cost.
out of the mud on your own now.
Yeah. Every count the cost. That's what the Lord said. Same thing with the fools and virgin. When that time comes, when we looking for the oil. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we try to keep our own oil.
Yeah.
I ain't sharing with nobody.
Yeah.
Yep, and you shouldn't have to because that's your oil. You know what I'm saying? The brother take your oil away from you and then you don't got none. You can only blame yourself.
You got to get out the mud yourself. Is it impossible? No, but you got to get out the mud yourself.
Yeah, you gotta work 10
We ain't
times
there no
harder.
more. We ain't there no more.
Yeah.
You ain't plowing next to us. Go over there. Plow. You can't plow next to us. Go over there, plow. You can plow. You still, I can't keep you from plowing.
Yeah.
But I can keep you from plowing next to me. Go over that field.
You funny, bro.
That's how it go.
Yeah, no, bro.
I can't say you're not a part of that. I can't say keep you from plowing, but I can keep you from plowing next to me.
Facts.
Cause I don't want to hear you talking about every day. I'm the pinky toe.
You can't look at me down.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Go over there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all right.
So you said what? What's out your own salvation?
Your own
That's all that
salvation,
matters.
man.
Like I said, we're not exempt. We still got to do all this shit. We just, so we just got a body.
Yeah.
That's it.
We appreciate the body. Let's say that.
Yeah, don't.
We appreciate the body. We don't take it for granted.
Right.
When things don't go our way, we don't pout and be like, fuck the body.
Right.
They don't like me.
Right.
But then when we need help, I need the body.
You know?
Body, take it back. But then when you get in the body, y'all don't like me.
Yeah.
Y'all don't like the music I like.
You know?
Y'all don't like the way I dress. Y'all hate me. No, you can't have it both ways. You can't be in the body hating those. Then when the body say, okay, you're being a cancer, because bro, you remember, not to keep hashing this shit. When we was in the crib that time, I had bros doing the lesson. We in the crib, in the room. I said, hey, go get them, tell them that we got the lesson. How come I go get the bro? Can you see my room right on? Can you see I'm it was multiple things. You were cancer to the body.
Yeah.
You don't talk to boys like that.
At some point, like I said, at some point they give you enough chances. She says what? Right hand offend you? So now you gotta live with that. So you gotta live with that. You gotta live with that.
Well, you fucking with bros. Can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have that. Go over there and plot.
And all this could have been avoided, bro. All this could have been avoided. Like you said.
You don't take the stress out on bros. You don't take the stress out.
Especially when bros trying to help you.
All bros got their shit they going through.
Try that in the world. Like you said, in the world, shit like that would happen, bro. Someone would have just said, listen, kick you out.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't want to give you no chance whatsoever. Hey, like you said, you got people right now that live with certain people
Listen, listen, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to ride to work? Oh, don't worry. I know I just got off. It's almost 12 a.m. but I take it to work.
Right.
Soon as some shit don't go your way, you bring it up my fault. Damn.
I don't know.
Just forget about all the shit I did. It's like,
Damn.
it's crazy, but that's people take the body for granted.
Yeah.
Then when they miss the body, no nigga.
It's worse transgressing against a man of the Lord than transgressing a man of the world.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I was trying to help
you supposed to be doing this as if you're doing it, as the scripture says, you're doing it for your house shot.
And like you say, you don't know how to love. You're just not doing it just because. So you're doing it for the well-being of the brother.
And you don't ever want to offend a brother. If you ever think you want to offend a brother, talk it out with that brother.
Yeah.
Don't offend a brother and just don't speak on it. Because the last thing we want to do is, look, man, we all we got, man. Like, come on, man.
That's what I said
All
all
these
the
people in
time.
the fucking world, and it's only us that's in this thing. Come on, man. Why the fuck do we want to be beefing with each other? What do we get out of
We
that?
got much bigger issues.
Yeah, what the why do we want to be
We're trying to make it throughout the
Yeah,
day.
why do you want to be mad at each other for? Like, come on, man. Don't do that. We ain't got nobody else.
We ain't got shit, man.
Don't be mad at the nigga at your job. Don't be like, do something. Go box it out or something. Like, but don't take it on the brothers.
That's
You know?
therapy, man. I'm talking about from the scriptures. I ain't talking about regular therapy. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? Pray, as I tell about, just pray, man. You gotta pray, man.
Pray.
For real, praying, man.
Stay productive. Get you some hobbies. Like,
I don't care if it's like 3 minutes or 2 minutes of prayer, man. Like, prayer is better than no prayer at all.
but you get around bros.
That's what the scripture says. How can you love the Most High if you never met him, but me when you hate your brother? That don't make no sense. You gotta imagine where Yahweh was an Austrian man. Like I said, man, we can see it. Yahweh was not a man to be played with. You know, any little Joe, man, he probably take that shit serious. Like, damn, man, man, I can't forget that shit.
Yeah.
No, you just know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you
Be about
gotta go.
business.
You gotta go plow by yourself. Or in the other instance, the other guy, we just chose to be due to the women. So if you choose to leave, you didn't get kicked out. You choose to leave, then leave.
That's brother. That's brother.
No, we don't want to stop hitting me up on TikTok.
You know.
Stop sharing me shit on TikTok. Stop sending. I miss y'all and all this. Yeah. That's manipulation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you truly miss it, bro, you would never know. You didn't have to be. You know? I get on TikTok. I don't even look at this shit, but I get on TikTok. So shared a video to you. Yeah, I'm about to block you. You fucking with me. Because now you interfere with bros and you know what I'm saying, you know you're a part of the body, But you're still trying to keep communication going within them, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some bros don't play that shit. Yeah, some bros don't play that shit.
And then you know I'm an elder bro, so it's like, look, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Like, I'm not even gonna pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
But that's so they don't respect shit.
He can use that for his advantage. That them loose ends not following order. If it's passed down for brothers not to communicate or a brother to excommunicate, and you still leaving that as an option, just as we were speaking about earlier, dealing with the different things that if you don't nip it in the bud, when you come back to be a judgment upon you, hey, that's the same situation.
How many of them you think got a father? They got a bonnet on.
I say none of them. I say none of them.
None of them dressed properly for the weather.
Yeah, none of them.
None of them dressed properly for the weather. How many think? Yeah, I think they all just single mothers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. They all single
I already said none of them. Because they probably won't even be out there no shit like that. Especially no fucking Sunday and not fucking rain.
That's crazy.
Even I had a kid on my
My
son.
son would not be out right now. My son would be in the crib reading. Fuck you talking about? Or just not out with this shit.
Look at that shit. They're doing this shit.
The fuck are you out just running around?
On a Sunday.
They can get hit by a car.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
They can get hemmed up by some wild shit. Anything can happen. They can get pulled over by police just because.
They can get kidnapped right on the spot.
Nothing good comes from it.
You know they can't fight.
They ain't got no money. They ain't out here shopping.
Yeah.
They either gonna do some wild
Out
shit.
in the cold too. You know what I'm saying? We're out here in the cold shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing this work for the Lord. They out here doing bullshit.
Scriptures tell you about that too. Much idleness leads to much wickedness. You know? Nothing good comes
No
from a lot
kings,
of
no
idleness.
leaders. None of them are leaders either. None of them are leaders. Not even one person. Hey, that's what Scripture talks about. There should be a generation out of it's like a secret generation, so secret facade, but no son shall be given it.
Yeah, that's the generation the Lord hates and everything. Man, they generation is cooked.
Yeah, they is, bro.
They growing up where there's no hope. AI, X that was formerly Twitter, that's just porn. That's just flat out porn.
All types of gruesome shit up in there.
TikTok, like,
I ain't going to it no more, man.
no, can you imagine?
I mean, you know, about information, you know what I'm saying? News and all that
Can you
other
imagine
stuff.
going to school having a smartphone?
Kids away from bullshit.
You judge by your
friends
profile.
don't.
Yeah, their friends doing it. Yeah, I see it all the
You
time.
judge by your profile. Let me see your Instagram.
Yeah.
You only got 100 followers.
Yeah. Facts. That's for real.
He whack. He got 100 followers. He ain't with our crew. We
It's
1,000 and up. We 1,000 and up gang over here.
Yeah, facts.
that's
Nah,
how it
for
goes.
real.
That's how it
That's how it
is.
goes.
I'm not even joking. They judge you by profile.
And like you said, the hair colors, they clothes, you know, they dancing, TikTok and all that. Come on, man.
They be in school doing the dance.
The teachers can't even do nothing
It's
really
no
much
hope,
about it. You
no,
know what I'm saying?
for
The
real.
teacher can't do nothing about it.
But
Oh, like you said, even the teacher will tell you, this generation bad.
they get homework and AI. What's the answer to this
They
fucking
take a
problem
picture of this.
they gave me?
Yeah. They take a picture.
Thank
of it,
you.
Google it. That's it.
But it's no hope.
Uh-huh.
It's cooked. That's how you know this thing is.
Uh-huh. They don't teach you no history.
Which,
I want to
which,
tell history.
which they're thinking. That's why they're fools because
But you know,
they're not forced to think. Their brain is not developed because they're not studying. They're not applying their
Yeah.
brain.
how much on the bet they know about Cosnet, I
They
know all of them.
Niggas just put a bonnet on his head. His brain ain't developed, man. You can't even be mad at the little niggas, man.
That's a woman trick too, bro. That's crazy. When the men start doing that, I said that's wild.
You can't be, that's what the Lord said, spare not the rod. You supposed to be hemming them little niggas up. Teach them discipline, strength, courage, faith, building men. You know, not no weak ass little niggas like that. And the first time they get a gun.
Why you looking at me?
As soon as they get in trouble, what's the first thing they go? They can call their mom. Mom. They don't call their dad. They gonna call their mom. Mom.
Weak society.
Yeah. Mom, see, their mama ain't do. You know, they said, like I said, their mom don't care. You know, what they out in the byway. No, I'm saying their mom probably never worried. Oh, where they at? You know,
That's another reason we need spiritual power too. Because you can die in the hands of a fucking 10-year-old man with a gun.
Not for real.
Like that, this ain't the right time. This
They do
ain't the
some
right type of
wickedness. Like you know,
society.
you can be a regular person. You just, you know what I'm saying? You
Here
get
is you a wise man, strong, you a weak nigga. Fucking nigga. You gotta go to the spirit realm for this fucking. Nah, man, give me spiritual power, man.
That's a fair.
Give me immortality, man. I ain't trying to deal with this shit. Give me immortality, man. Yeah, this
Like I
is
said,
cold.
these rats don't know how to fight. You know that.
This in the ancient world, you met them with swords.
Yeah.
Even though it was with the sword, you still had to practice. The only time bows and arrows used is during war. Because, you know, a man pull up to you and say, you trying to, that shit ain't, you know, so men used to fight with swords. So the best man won, the strongest, the skilled man. You look him in the eye. I told y'all I'm gonna nip him. You did something for real. You don't respect that. That's honorable.
Yeah, that nigga did tell me. You Did he be mad?
Hey.
I'm out of this bitch.
But now, niggas ain't no up close battles, none of that shit.
You know, that's the whole point of the, you know, when it came to Esau.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of him bringing his longbow. Because he was cowardly, you know. Of course, you got your ones that, you know, your men in coast to coast battling and stuff, but that longbow, I forgot, it could have been 1400s or something like that, when they actually, whatever dynasty created, empire created the longbow specifically, as far as Europeans. That was because they was losing a war. So they had to figure out something that they wouldn't lose so many men on the battlefield. And then it came to they extend the bow, you know what I mean? So that it can shoot further and more accurate.
That makes sense. That makes
With
sense.
higher strength.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah. And when they did that turned I'll find it and put it in the chat. That turned the war around and made it in their favor. They was able to take out more guys in a few seconds.
We need to go
versus-
for the article.
And that's why I said that's but you know,
See, this is how we used to have 4 hour, 6 hour camp. Because you could just go and then, but you know, what I'm saying? If we really wanted to stay out, we could stay out another 2 hours.
yeah, you want to, yeah.
We ain't, but we could. You know, that's the spirit.
Like you said, the spread like living
You
water.
want to
Never
run through it
ends.
real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead and run through it real quick. Oh, yeah. We passed 2 hours.
Yeah. About 2 hours, 14 minutes.
Just run through it real quick.
I mean, we're gonna do it like maybe like after camp trip, or like you said,
We do it for that?
we can do it after the camp thing a little bit. If bro's gonna stay, because you know we already passed camp already. So yeah, and then we just do a little quick after camp trip. So with that, you know, hopefully brothers edifies another beautiful lesson. But yeah, man, you know, like you said before, you know what I'm saying? You know, take everything that we say, man, face value, man, because we see, we experience things, and the Lord told you so, you know. So, you know, like you said, you know, just stay in the spirit, you know, just follow orders, do what you're told, you know what I'm saying? You know, to better yourself and you know, to humble yourself, man, because again, nobody's exempt in, you know, in this thing, man. You know, like you said, you don't be regretting it later on, man. You know, that's what Jake does. You know, that's where the Lord talks about tarrying. If you tarry, you know what I'm saying? When here's the door, you see what happens. You know, for example, it's Noah's Ark. You know, so how much more, you know, during the time of chariots, man. You know, if you're not on that chariot, you know, you ain't even make it. You know, so, you know, just take what we learn, man, you know, for face value, because, again, like I say, a smart person learns from a mistake, but a wise person learns from other people's mistakes.
And pray for brothers too, man, because
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like you said, every time you pray, make sure you pray for brothers.
bros can be sincere and just going through things
Right.
that can cause them to fall out.
Exactly.
Like, just because a man falls out doesn't mean he wasn't sincere. So, you want to pray for bros and, you know, pray that he's praying for himself, because if he's not praying and doing what he's supposed to do, it don't even matter what your prayers. You know, whatever you say in your prayer, he has to be doing what he's supposed to do. But still throw prayers for bros. The Lord likes to see that you actually care about the bros that you're around too. You know? Don't just be selfish and pray for yourself.
That's what I say. You know, like I say, there's many things. Like I say, you know, help a brother out. You know, call a brother, make sure everything is okay, man. You know, like you said, mental health is real. Also, you know, ultimately spiritually, but mental health is real too. You know, so, you know, but like I said, you know, brothers get what I'm trying to say, man. Just like you said, it's just about, just do it, man. Just do it, man. Don't be, as scripture says, faith without works is dead. So, you know, with that, I mean, hopefully we're edified. It's like, hopefully brothers was edified. You know, we keep Israelites, as always. You know, give ladies new art lessons to the spirit and party about Shimei Shai. As always, first and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Shimmer Kakodash. We want to say double honor to the elders of the great millstone, the rule of season of the truth. And of course, we want to say peace and blessings and salutation to Yakima that is putting his truth throughout the four corners of the earth, zero to the best that really scare out the four corners of the earth. Because say, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom to all the Akim that's watching as well. Shalom.
Kodak.